wait.
Welcome to Mr. Hobbs Gamerhood. I am Jason Hobbs, the pedantic GM, and this is an awesome day because it's a Kalmatta day. We just got done playing last night, and I streamed that, and it was so much fun. We also have a Kalmatta game tonight. Thank you for Timothy for getting that game going. So we got a bunch of new players. And well, I shouldn't say it, I guess a couple, and a couple of veterans as well. So as usual, we'll start off by introducing the players, and you can say something about your character. Justin, as the big veteran, you can go first.
All right. I am playing Mozuk, who is a halfling from the Grey Waste. He's from the, what are they, the big bird riders, and sling users, and he's traveled to Kalmatta for adventure to seek ruins associated with his people.
Awesome. Patrick.
All right.
I am Salim the Bold, second cousin removed from Nebuchadnezzar, the great emperor. And I travel looking for riches.
Robin. Thank you, Patrick.
I am Catherine, and I come from
the
Christian League.
I'm still getting everything up.
The Christian League.
Thank you, the Christian League. I am a cleric, and I am in search of I'm in search of bringing justice to the unjust.
Nice.
That's awesome. And Tim.
You're
Sister Botula. She's a nun, priest, acolyte of Saint Orth, and ready to tame the wilderness.
Fantastic. So Tim is also our caller. So apparently Sister Botula has a particular place in mind. Do you want to say anything about that, Tim?
I'm actually going to hand over the caller duties.
What?
And give that to the veterans so I can sit back and learn here. But we are going to the Canyon of Doors, try to plunder some riches, give me something to tithe back to the church.
Nice. And honestly, with 4 players, the whole callering isn't such a big deal. It's usually when we only get like a big group. And I just try to use it to expedite to get the session. So I'm not a real big stickler on almost anything. Kalmatta is a game with the setting is based specifically off the treasure vaults of Zadabad. Probably my favorite product of all time from Stormlord Publishing. This is the Swords and Wizardry version. If you don't have it, go buy it. We're playing Old School Essentials, which is by Necrotic Gnome, and which is a very strong clone of BX. And as players, none of that stuff really has to matter to you guys that much. I don't really go to the rules very often, and most of the time I'm just going to make up whatever and be as consistent as possible. So Kalmatta is a jungle island off the coast of what once was called Mibishi, and these are some bad guys who almost took all over all of the known world. But this is just a tiny little island, and its claim to fame was the treasure vaults of Zadabad. The conceit of this campaign is that all your characters came on boats, probably maybe one boat just recently for the new guys and for the other 2 players who have played before. You've been in Sindanor and actually been in the jungle a couple times, maybe 3. The new players, the whole conceit is, oh, you can go ahead and share your screen now, Justin, if you want.
Yes, sir. All right.
So on the Roll20, this is Sindanor. This is the small village in the Plague Bay, and I actually like to make fun of my buddies who wrote the Treasure Vaults of Zadabad, and if we have any new players, I always read the introduction. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me take a drink of water. The great bronze gate to the Black Pyramid was sundered, and the head priest of Shabanil was slain. His elephantine head was carried upon 2 boar spears by courageous bearers back here to Sindanor. Your angry approach kicks up dust, and children, faces obfuscated by the tatters of linen wraps covering every inch of their bodies, scamper from the storyteller seated cross-legged on the dusty porch of the inn's boardwalk. "Welcome, travelers," he says. "Welcome to Sindanor, gateway to Kalmatta, Island of Adventure. I can see by your faces you're confused by my story. But yes, it is true. The treasure vaults of Zarabad have been plundered. But do not fret. Vast wealth lies hidden by the growth of decades, and much of the Zarabadi lies undiscovered. Come, come into the inn and prepare yourselves for travel. Get a good night's rest, for it's likely your last." All right, so that's done. And the idea is, as you came on the boat, you went into the Rip Inn and met some fellow adventurers, and you've decided to go on this trip that Sister Bacula had the idea for, but was like, "No, Maz, you're the guy." So on the same map, just down a little bit, is the interior of the Rip Inn. So a game like BX, a lot of times people use men-at-arms, women-at-arms, or demi-humans to aid them in their adventures. And so now is the time where you would decide if you wanted to hire any of them. And if you do, slightly below that, this is the staging area where the characters that we already have are going to be. And if you hire a hireling, then you would you just be in control of that NPC. If you ask them to do anything crazy, then it might require a morale roll. And I'll explain how all that works when it comes. So, Patrick, does Salim want to hire anyone?
Yes, Salim.
So for all you people at home and new players, these are the man-at-arms and women-at-arms and humanoid, demi-human, I should say, people who you can hire. The going rate for a man-at-arm or woman-at-arm is usually 1 gold piece a day. For the demi-humans, like Therm, who's a dwarf here, and Bafa, the halfling, they're 3 gold pieces a day. And leveled NPCs, these 3 guys over here, they are a third of whatever treasure you get, including your experience points. All these tokens, these are all player characters that have played in the game. This is actually session number 32 of streams. I don't have any idea how many total sessions there are. Over 100. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, Patrick.
No.
So the dots on these people, the dots are about, it's basically a really rudimentary way of giving you an idea of how maybe their weapons or armor are. The more dots, the better they are equipped. So
Salim will wander toward Ulan.
Okay, so here's another caveat that I forgot to mention. So one of you guys, or the group of you, have had to pay 5 gold pieces in order to gather all these people. And then now you're basically, if you were to explain what the scene would be, you guys would be sitting in there and they'd be walking up and individuals would be talking to these possible hirelings. There's also porters and torchbearers that you can hire, and the going rate for them is 5 silver pieces. There are no beasts of burden on Sindanor, for the jungle is too difficult to traverse at this point for them. So Ulan, so he's talking about this guy here.
I will put down the 5 gold.
All right, you're paying for the one. Only one person has to pay it, so that's very nice of Salim the Bold.
I am a very successful thief
and the generous.
Oh yes.
All right, so the way this works is you, like I said, the going rate for a man-at-arms, woman-at-arms would be 1 gold piece a day. You can offer them anything that you want. So if you want to offer them less, then it's probably going to be more difficult to hire them. If you want to offer them more, then it might be easier to hire them. So how much are you going to offer Ulan?
I will offer him 2 gold pieces, for I am Salim the generous and bold.
Is that 2 gold pieces a day? So
2 a day.
Yeah, doubling the common rate. So
I will double.
So I will give you a +1. So on your character sheet, there's going to be a reaction roll. You can either use that, and what this reaction roll is 2d6, and it's modified by your charisma score, not the score, but the charisma modifier. and it should show on there. So like if your charisma was say a 12 or a 13 or whatever, then a 13 would be a +1, but you can just hit that reaction roll and it'll all do it all for you if you'd want. So go ahead and do that, Patrick. Nice. So a 5. So a lot of this game is very procedural. So all I'm going to do is look up the reaction roll. Did you add that bonus in that I gave you? Or
No, I had not added that bonus.
all right, so you get a +1, which is a 6, which is good because a 5 is an immediate refusal. But Ullen, he eyes up Salim, and apparently he's not that impressed, but he hasn't refused you completely. So you have the option to renegotiate with him. So you have to basically give him something in order to reopen the negotiations. He's got a dagger, a club, and leather armor.
Oh, okay, okay. We can
That's
work
what
with
he's
this.
equipped with. You seem to be repeating the same song occasionally as you're talking to him. I don't know what the song would be. We Are the Champions, maybe? I don't know. Welcome to the Jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. So you're going to renegotiate, or are you going to give up on Ulan?
I'm going to give up on Ulan and head over to the porters.
Okay, so I usually try to switch up some. So after Patrick, let's go to Tim. Tim, is there anyone who Sister Bacula would like to employ? Porter,
Yeah, she's gonna go after Bofa the halfling.
All right, so Bofa is a demi-human. He's a 0 level demi-human, and so the going rate for Bofa is 3 gold pieces a day.
Oh boy, she'll offer that.
All right, so how that works is you have to pay the right now the initial one for day 1, and then you are going to be responsible for feeding the hireling and all that, but you won't have to pay them until you get back to Sindanor. So if they happen to expire during the trip, then you don't have to pay them any more than the first amount, but you still have to feed them. So
in that case, we'll up it to 5 a day.
5 gold pieces a day?
Yes.
Holy cow, how'd you roll your treasure?
Well, I pay when I get back, right?
We have to pay 5 right now, though.
Yeah, I've got 5 to spend for that. So,
all right. So Bofa is pretty impressed with that, and we'll just say he goes with you.
Good, because my charisma was not having it.
Have you been watching some videos? You know how this works?
Perhaps.
All right, good. All right, so basically I'm going to show and give you control of this token, and then I'll just put them below you here. All right, so you want to go next, Justin? You want to hire anybody?
I have a companion. I have let's see, what's his name? It was like Roderick or something like that. Where is he?
So you did, but you did not play him. This is actually
no.
Yeah,
that was Fallen Shores. That was Fallen Shores. Okay. How much gold we got? I will go for. What does? Am I too loud? Are you guys? Am I really loud?
Nah, you're fine.
Or is it okay? Okay.
It's all right.
All right. I'm sitting right next to the mic. So.
Okay.
All right. So, who is this fella? The guy.
He's a dwarf. His name is Therm. So his going rate would be 3 gold pieces a day. Not very good. Otherwise, he would have more.
And what's he carrying?
A hand axe, leather, and shield.
What about Wennick here?
All the 1 dots are not going to be very impressive. That's why I put the dots on there.
Oh, not good. Okay.
He's got a club, dagger, leather, shield.
Okay, so they're all really lightly. Let's try Molnox here. What's his situation?
All right, Molnox is a new guy. He's got a light crossbow, leather, and shield, and a black cat. And he professes that he can outrun a bear.
A black hat or a black cat?
Meow, meow, cat. Feline.
I'll try and I'll go after Molnox here. I'll see what he's. I'll offer him. Let's see here. I'll offer him. Refresh myself on that.
How many golds do I got?
Ooh, 5 gold. I'm gonna do 5 gold.
You're offering him 5 gold?
Because yeah, day. I'm gonna. I mean, I could offer 3. Maybe I'll offer 5.
All right. Well,
I can.
he'll
deal
go,
with
but
that.
he asks how much are you offering for my cat. That's a joke. Never mind. Sorry, tough crowd.
The cat eats for. Let's see. All right. So he's just gonna go with me? Like he's not
Yep,
gonna.
sure. Yep, just take off 5 gold pieces right now.
All right.
All right, Catherine or Robin, is there anyone that you have a hankering to employ?
Catherine is not impressed by the fact that she has to hire somebody to fight for good, so she is going to pass.
All right, nice. All right, so Patrick, we're back to Salim the Bold, and you said you wanted to go to the Porters Guild.
Yes.
All right, which is over here.
Over where? Is it the top?
I just jumped you over there. You see it now?
Oh, no, yeah.
So the torchbearers and porters are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
They're not going to be equipped very well, and they cannot fight. They will not fight.
It's just a silver a day or 2 silver. I forgot.
5 silver a day for torchbearers and porters.
Let's see who's closest to the door.
This guy up here is the leader of
there we go.
the Porters Guild, Nassim.
Yeah.
So you can't hire him.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Let's go with Goldrick. He looks good and insane.
Goldrick. He does look a little mad. I was once a cheesemaker.
I love.
So what are you going to offer him? 5 silver pieces or more than that?
5 silver.
All right, so it's a straight up roll. So reaction roll, which is 2d6 modified by your charisma. A 6. All right, so that's not going to be enough. So you're going to have to renegotiate.
Today is not. I'm not Salim the Lucky.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard you need like a 9 to succeed.
Yes, I will be Salim the Generous, the Bold, and the Unlucky today, and we will call it at that.
Okay. Does Sister Bachelor want to hire anybody else? She probably doesn't have any money left. You're muted.
No, I think we're good.
Maz? Justin?
You know what? I'll try. Hang on a second. I'm fighting with my mic. Okay. I will try someone else. Let me. Let's go after. Who is this guy? Margrim? I can't see the first. Margrim. Margrim or Adney?
He has a spear, a bow, leather, and shield is what Margrim has.
Okay.
And Adney. Looks like Adney was controlled by Dougal Bailey last game. He's got club, dagger, spear, chainmail, and shield.
Let's go with Adney.
All right. So going rate is 1 gold a day.
I will offer him 3.
3. All right. So I'll give you a +2. So 2d6 modified by charisma +2. Ooh, a 5. Oh, that's not the +2 though. So that's a 7. All right. So that seems like a good price, but it's not enough.
Okay.
You can renegotiate.
Well, I get a -1 because of my charisma.
All right. So it's only
I'll offer.
That still allows you to negotiate 4 gold pieces a day. You can also just say you want to give a signing bonus, or hey, I'll buy you this that might help you out and survive. Those are all ways that you can affect these guys. Like this dude doesn't have a sword maybe like that other than his club or something. All right, so 4 will allow you to go again, and I'll just give you the +2 again. So 2d6 modified by charisma +2. So same thing, 7,
Man.
not enough.
How about is there a particular weapon that you would like that you would need, or is there something that some piece of equipment that you might need on the journey that would entice you to come with me?
Like a
don't know
bow
if you
would
need-
help, maybe. I would even be able to help you out then with from ranged weapons. But a bow is 25 gold pieces. With 5
Okay,
arrows is
I will get the bow.
3 is 30 total. And he will definitely go, and now he has
30?
a bow and arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, I will pay for that.
All right, so he'll go. I hope old good
Okay.
old Adney makes
Now-
it worthwhile.
Let me add these guys. So Molnox has a light crossbow, a spear.
Yeah, I'm doing something myself here. So I'm going to give you guys the information for your henchmen, and so you'll like be responsible for them.
Oh, good. So I'll have a sheet.
No, you won't be able to see the sheet, but
Yep.
there is no sheet.
Okay.
All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at Molnox is hit points 5, AC 6. He's got a crossbow, leather and shield, and a dagger, and a black cat.
Okay, spear. Okay, so light crossbow, leather and shield.
Hit points 5, AC
Black cat.
6.
And Adney.
Adney is hit points 4, AC 4. Spear, bow, chainmail, and shield.
And he has
roll for-
20 arrows.
Yeah. TJ Bofa is hit points 2, and he's got a sling.
Well
black.
worth it.
No black cat, and he has not mentioned being able to outrun a bear at this point.
AC?
Oh, his AC would be 9. Okay, so since you have passed on the caller to Justin, this is the time where we would set up your marching order, like if you were moving into a dungeon or something, so I can just easily move the tokens so they show up. So who's going to be in the front rank?
Let's see. So Salim, your class, what are you?
I am a very strong thief.
Probably not very well armed.
Not very well.
I have a scimitar.
Sister Bachelor is AC like 2 or something, right?
I have a scimitar.
Yeah, I'll get on the front lines.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand up there with her. And let's have, let's see, Molnox definitely at the back. And
So you're going to want guys
Adney in
with
the
spears in the back in the second rank.
Adney's got a spear.
So does Molnox. I don't think anyone else. Does Salim have a spear?
Oh, Molnox has a spear?
Salim has no spear. I have
you-
dagger, I have club, I have scimitar.
You can use a spear if you want to. They cost 3 gold pieces, and then you can attack from the second rank.
Oh, very well. I will pick up spear.
All right, nice.
You said 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Then we'll have Molnox at the back.
Good.
Here's a coward's weapon.
All right.
My uncle was a royal guard. I know these things.
Are you saying he was a coward?
What? No. That was my third cousin. I have many cousins.
I believe that. All right. Okay, I did that one already. This is not necessarily the most exciting part of the game, unless you've been playing old school games and it really gives you some nostalgia.
No, I don't mind this. I like this. I like hiring guys.
Yeah. Robin's like, what?
Yeah.
I could be like doing something.
Robin
worthwhile.
hates town stuff. Every time we do town stuff, I always try and solve it before we go in game. She's like, I hate it.
I tend to be a good shopper, yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
fortunately for you, we're done. All All right, so I'm
All
going to
right.
move you over to the map. So this is a 1 mile hex map. So all the miles on here are 1 hex. And I use a movement points here. I'll just pop you over.
Oh, thanks.
So
Sorry, I was
that's
waiting for my screen. Oh,
That's Sindanor, where the backpack is that says party on 5353. And almost everyone knows by now that the Cinder Hills or the Cinder Mounds, the Obsidian Mounds, are up in here. And you have to pass through the Obsidian Mounds to get to the Canyon of Doors, which is this up here on 6148. All right, so this path has been traveled quite a few times, and the rumors say that at one point, like parties of Cindanorans would go to these cinder mounds, gather up the obsidian, and then sell it. But they have been attacked at different times and slowed down. But that changed. But the latest rumor is that the last Cindanorans that went to the mounds found bands of skinless raiders that would roam the jungle. Sounds ominous, I know.
awesome.
They
All
have
right,
no skin. They have no skin. We can defeat them.
They got no skin in the game.
The lowest armor class.
Of all armor classes. All right, so your movement rate is decided by the slowest person, which is obviously Sister Botula in plate armor. I use the optional encumbrance rule, which just goes by if you're heavily armored, lightly armored, no armor, or encumbered with treasure. So basically you can move 12 movement points, and like light jungle is 2, heavy jungle is 3, that sort of thing. So it's not a lot, but that's just the way we do it. So why don't you go ahead, Justin, and plot your route.
Okay. So I say,
You could pretty much go straight up there,
that's just what I was thinking. We could make a straight shot, and we could even try to, I don't know if you want to try and go up and then across to try and, I don't know if we want to get potentially wrapped up in whatever this is here. The obelisk thing. I did not see what that was on the list. Let's see here. But I don't know, because we could also potentially meet something that would eat up a lot of the time too. So we could. That's part of the adventure. So if you want to try and explore a little bit new stuff, we can. But like going up and exploring this text, I don't know. What do you guys think?
It sounds pretty foolhardy. Let's do it.
Okay.
That was like giving someone two options and saying yes or no and saying, okay, sounds good.
What do you think? Yeah.
I mean, we're already being foolhardy by going to the Cavern of Doors. Or the Canyon of Doors. You want to stack that on top of going into unknown territory.
All right. So that's what we'll do then.
Okay.
And head north.
I just want to make sure we're all aware of how dumb of an idea that was, and then agree to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Then, yeah.
Nothing risked, nothing gained.
Tally ho.
All right.
All right.
So we'll move this way and then turn north at 5950.
So you guys are already being heckled by some veteran Kalmatta players on the YouTube channel. So awesome. So did you say
awesome
you were going up to 5850?
Yeah,
Are you going to
5950.
5851 and then heading north?
We're going here.
All right. So 2, 4, 6. It's midday.
Okay.
So you rest and eat your food. Is that good?
Okay. So you have to mark.
Yeah, I just decided 8. And so the heavy jungle, it costs 3. So you're at 11 as you're moving into here. So you won't be able to quite get into another hex. And as you enter this area, the jungle thickens, and even the sounds also increase of, more insects, more fauna can be seen flitting about, the flora around you. And you've actually kind of found yourself on a trail that changes in height as some small hillocks can be seen. You've put the Plague Bay well behind you, so the smell of the sea is gone, and now it's just the loamy, earthy smell of the jungle. A light drizzle drips through the green foliage above, creating a dim light, even murkier, although it is painted green all around you by all the foliage, and occasional shafts of light can be seen piercing, the murky density of the jungle around you. In the midst of the trail, you come upon a fairly large collection of cyclopean stones that are heavily covered in vines. And it seems like people have gone this way. You are following a trail, but maybe not for a week or two. So the jungle has already begun to encroach upon it.
Okay. So,
So we camp among the cyclopean stones, right?
Yeah, the trail is kind of leading right around here. So yeah,
let's head in cautiously.
Oh, this is the wrong one. So like I said, it's probably you have maybe a couple hours left of light. So it's about 7 o'clock at night.
Here. Okay. So yeah, let's make camp here. And let's see here. Is this a particular location, or are we gonna sit here on the? Is this the hex deal? Should we just make our watches if we want to make watches?
Hey, we're not making any watches today.
Okay. No watches.
Strap in.
I won't be able to tell time.
I'm having trouble finding what I'm looking for. I think this is it. The maps are shifting around because I'm moving you.
Okay.
Yay.
I see a white screen. There we go. All right.
It's just loading. All right, so you can see these massive stones and you can see the foliage all around.
Let me check this place out. I may have been here. This looks mighty familiar.
It's possible that I've used the same map more than once.
A lot of Kalmatta looks alike.
Yeah, it's a jungle.
Yeah.
Was the other location green, full of foliage and monsters? Yeah. Sounds like Kalmatta.
So you guys want to, pick a location for your camp? You can look around here if you'd like to.
One of those high points.
Yeah. I guess we should probably skirt this area and make sure there's nothing here. You guys, let's see. Looks like there's a pathway already here. So, I mean, we could kind of, check out the perimeter and just explore this area a little bit, make sure nothing's here.
Yeah.
And then head inside and check the interior.
I like that idea. Kind of beat the bushes and work our way around toward the center.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe camp in the high ground here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
Not in the obvious kill box right here.
No.
Center.
That's what I was thinking. So there will be easy pickings for whoever shows up.
So you guys spend some time gathering wood and searching around, and you don't really find anything among the stones. There are some areas that look like they were blackened that you've noticed, like there was some sort of fire here, but the jungle is starting to overcome it.
Okay.
So you can just put your tokens wherever you are.
Okay.
So say it's time for the camp. Where do you go? So as far as watches go, I normally just go by the marching order and just split it quickly. So it's not a huge deal.
Okay.
All right. So all you guys roll a d6. Sister, you staying down there? So you can do a /r space 6 if you want. You can do the d6 up to the side. You can do whatever you want.
Let's pay attention to the first one.
All right. So as you guys are setting up camp after you've made the rounds, even though it's the first time in Kalmatta, maybe that's why, I'm not sure, but Sister Bacula and Catherine both realize that the birds and whatever monkeys moving around have all gone silent. And the drizzle of the rain, the steady beat as it beats upon your armor and drips down your neck is, other than your companions, the only sound that you hear. A deadly silence seems to have overcome the jungle. What do you do?
What do you do?
Bachelor will warn the group that she's sensing something might be amiss. Maybe we should be on our guard.
I'm going to prepare my weapon and just be on my guard as well.
Can you tell me where the amiss is?
Look over there, Amiss. All right, so as you can see, these guys. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Robin.
Nope. I'm good.
Oh, I was just going to say, mention to them that an eerie silence seems to have come with the rain that has started.
Awesome. All right, so as you guys grab up your weapons and you're looking around, Catherine spots farther up the trail beyond some heavy foliage, some lumbering shapes. They seem to be lumbering along the path, and you can just kind of see them from your high ground over some of the foliage. And they seem to walk with a stumbling gait, and they're just like a kind of a bloody mess. They look to be pretty much human-sized over, though maybe their appendages are elongated more than any normal man. And they seem to have no skin. You can see like organs beyond the bloodiness that just covers all of their bodies.
The inside out guy.
I definitely draw my companion's attention to what I see.
Yo, look at that.
I hide over here in this tree.
All right, Salim hide.
Bravely runs away. All right.
I live to be Salim the Bold another day.
Ooh, gross. Cool. Skinless. All right. Jeez. Oh. Please.
All right, Salim. Anyone can hide. Anyone can do anything, and it's usually going to be a 1d6. But obviously, Salim, as a man of extraordinary capabilities, almost like a halfling, can slip into shadows. So you can go ahead and roll your percentage if you'd like. So that's what Patrick is doing. Let's shift over to Robin. What is Catherine doing? She points out with a shinky.
How high is this?
You're about 15 feet above this ground level where the stones are and where these skinless seem to be shambling down this trail. The foliage is, probably 50, 60 feet above you. The canopy of the jungle trees above.
I think Catherine will back away from the edge, like back away from here, keeping an eye on him, and work her way towards, because it looks like it's easier to come up from this side over here, and so she's going to prepare to defend the back of our camp.
Sweet. TJ.
Botula, she can move 20.
4 squares. Yeah, these are 5-foot squares.
So she will also move up.
Perfect. You also have control of the halfling Bofa.
What's his movement?
He has, what did I say he has for armor? Nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah, so he can zippity doo dah. His speed is 40. So he can move 8 squares.
He's going with the sling, so he doesn't want to get too close.
He can go ahead and fire.
Oh, okay, he'll do that.
Do it.
Oh.
Or do we want to attempt to hide here?
Too late. You guys aren't really hiding, but you're just moving around.
On my thing, I was gonna watch the edge and then see if they even notice we're there or if they're just wandering by. Because if we hunker down, they might just walk by.
I like this plan. If I could climb this tree, I would join you in hiding.
Yeah, I mean, we want to stay as fresh as we can be for the cavern, the canyon of doors. If they waste our resources here, we may not be fresh for the
Up to you, TJ.
our true
Yeah,
destination.
Botula gives him the no-go sign, and he stands down.
So I don't know if you know this, but halflings have the ability to hide in wilderness at a 90%.
Yeah, he'll just climb up in this tree and disappear.
All right. So Bofa moves up there acting like he's a badass with his sling, but then meekly puts his head down and noisily climbs into a tree. It's obvious he's up there. His neck beard, bristling. All right. Maz and his small army.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my bow and kind of hunker down here, try and stay out of sight. Maybe hang out behind these this side of the foliage. Have these guys kind of hunker down on this side. Maybe have him down here watching. This
Are they all trying to hide?
And kind of, yeah, we're all gonna kind of stay down.
All right. Okay, cool. So these guys, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but most likely all of you seen a zombie movie before. And you know how they kind of move, erratically. Sometimes they move and then they start to fall and quickly move their feet to catch themselves. They're, shifting through vines and pulling them as they go. And as they get closer, and those who can still spot them from their hiding spots, you can actually see that cartilage and actually bloody messes are kind of hanging off, like something like just ripped into them or something, and so bits of blood hang off. But their hands look different than normal. They don't really have fingers. They just have kind of long, bloody tendons hanging off of them like appendages, and they kind of move. As you're all hiding, like some kind of animal, it gets spooked from the side, and you can see one of them, reaches out with a soul-rending screech. Yeah! And you can hear something go into him, and it kind of pauses, and you can see blood getting pulled from the small lemur and being drained into his body, and the blood kind of coalesces around the creature, the skinless, as it does that.
You're a messed up man.
What? I'm just reading this out of a dungeon, man. No. All right. So, does anyone want to do anything as they're stumbling forward?
Just keep an eye on him.
All right.
That's my goal.
Yeah, that's a big hell no.
All right. So as these other ones careen off of these cyclopean stones as they move forward, the one that was slower, it kind of pauses after, you can see the blood, that it had just drained from the lemur is coalescing and being pumped all around it. It kind of pauses and looks up. Its eyes are bright and white within the bloody sockets of its skull, and it's kind of moving around. What you're not sure is if it actually has pupils or if it's just bright white, and maybe you can hear the sound of sniffing. The squelch of blood as the skinless before it tumble and lumber along the trail.
Oh, man.
So you guys stay hidden, I'm assuming?
Yes.
All right. So you guys lose sight of this one as it continues to sniff. And you can kind of hear it scratching at the hill below.
I'm going to try to throw an iron spike past it. Or over here. Over in this direction.
Just throw it over there?
Yeah,
Trying to
just
make some
tuck it
sound?
over there. Yeah.
Throw it
an iron,
yeah,
some iron
Yeah,
spikes.
throw it this way. Throw it this way.
That's a much longer throw.
Everyone's like, oh, no!
Very well. I will attempt to throw this way. I'll probably land here and we'll all die.
Yeah,
but okay. I will throw the iron spike this way.
I was gonna say, or throw it over here.
What's the what is
Range on an iron spike.
that's 50 feet?
Let me check. The aerodynamics. I think
20, 30?
you can throw. I'll give you 30 feet without a roll. How's that sound?
Okay.
You can pinpoint it it'll be within a 10 by 10 of where you want to go.
Who's purple there? Mozak. There you go. Where you lining me up?
Yep.
Target me.
Wherever you just tell me where you want to go.
I like this.
I'm
I like
showing
these
you where
regions. I
what
like this area.
You're spotting. You're spotting.
Yep, Mozak is pointing this way.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. We'll go there.
All right. So iron spike comes flitting out. The sun looks like it's fallen over the edge of the horizon, well on the bay, the Plague Bay, beyond the jungles of Kalmatta, and so darkness is descending upon the jungle as Salim, the bold iron thrower, launches a spike over.
Unlucky.
The unlucky. As these two move forward. This one seems to pause, kind of looking around, angling its head, cocking it almost as if it's some sort of animal. This guy, you can suddenly see him sprint into sight, occasionally going down on one arm as he moves forward and scuttles much quicker and much more agile than you would expect him to. And these two are like looking around, sniffing. They're obvious. They seem almost like oversized eyes in these bloody sockets as they kind of just ogle around as it's looking, sniffing. You are pretty sure that you think they're blind. Mm-hmm. Something else must give them sense.
Does what's his name still have a cat?
Yeah.
Oh no! No.
The cat seems silent. Hackles risen.
I elbow.
Petting his kitty.
Sister Catherine's not going to help me. I'll. Who I got next to me?
Bofa and Botula.
I'll elbow Bofa and point at the cat.
I just had 11sies.
Throw the cat.
I don't have a cat.
Oh,
I point at the cat.
If we throw the cat, we probably lose our companion.
Molnox is like,
and then we'll be there.
How much for cat?
You guys are quietly arguing about the cat as he's stroking it. cooing calm.
Mozak is gonna go shut up, and like put his hand to it.
There's like a flurry down there. Some leaves are tossed around as these skinless are sculling around, sniffing, trying to find it. One
5
of them's
gold cat.
clawing at the iron spike.
5 gold for cat.
Oh man, I'm gonna whisper. Anybody
5
want
gold.
food?
It seems like the other skinless have moved on.
Oh jeez.
6 gold.
Well, what do you think?
6
Should we
gold
take
for
these
cat.
out then, or wait to see if they discover us?
6 gold for cat.
You'll have to yell. One thing to consider, though, I mean, you'll have to yell. You'll have to yell to get to. I mean, I don't know if they. What the? He's pretty on the other side of the camp.
Can we telephone it? Can I elbow the halfling to tell?
When he gets over there, he's like, I have no bat. I have no bat.
He has moles on his back. What? Oh man!
You want the back
Moles on the
sack?
back.
What?
Check out this pole stack.
Yeah.
All right, no. So what are you guys gonna do?
I got no meat on me. I got nothing. I got iron rations. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
So one of them finally seems
Okay,
to
I guess-
give up and starts to move away,
Okay.
but the other one comes back, and you can hear the scratching at the bottom of the cliff face.
All right. We should probably just ambush this guy. It's only
You
one.
can smell the coppery blood smell. It seems to emanate up and over top of the hill. Live blood, but decaying flesh.
All right. Well, I will have Molnox sneak. I don't know if he can like sneak here. Adney sneak here, and I'll go here, and we'll all shoot down on him.
They all have arrows?
Yeah. He has. I think Molnox has a. Let's see. What do we got?
Crossbow.
I know that they have a crossbow. One guy has a bow, and I have a bow. So Molnox has a crossbow. Adney has a bow, and I have a bow.
So you're going to move quietly?
Yes.
Okay,
Using the
so
same rules.
yeah, might as well. They seem consistent. So as you're moving quietly, this is obviously searching for you. So that's probably not going to work unless you were you could be preternaturally silent like a thief or something, right? Because it's obviously searching
Sure.
right now. But
Okay.
for fun's sake, why don't you? I'll give you each. You guys can roll a d6. You need a 1.
Okay.
It's all 3 of your guys. So just roll 3d6. Yeah, there you go. Oh, one guy. Obviously Maz, I'm assuming. So yeah, the scratching intensifies. You guys edge over to the thing, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems like it's almost the top of the hill now when you guys started to move. But you can fire.
Okay.
Well, let's roll initiative. We should roll
So-
initiative, I guess. All right, so TJ, you can be the IB or if IP if you prefer, which means initiative person. So for the rest of the session, you're going to be rolling initiative, and it's a D6. It's just for sides. Oh, I got a 6.
Oh.
That's probably not good. All right, so it scratches up the hill here. It's definitely, once it realizes some people are there, you know, these fingers that aren't fingers almost seem like tentacles as much as it can move as they come up, blood dripping from them, and it's that thick, nasty blood from like deep in the almost what people would call the heart blood, but it's all over this guy. 2 of them have moved far enough away. It kind of lets out a shriek, and you can see well beyond him. The one that was leaving is turns its head, and this thing attacks. He's gonna. One is Molnox, and 2 would be Adney. All right, let me find this thing. Where is this on here? Oh yeah, skinless. All right, So he just kind of slashes out with its hand and these tentacle things like on its fingers. You don't quite know how many of them are going to hit, but they can be many. So this is only one attack. Oh, 3. Easily misses him. So what do you guys do? Let's do Molnox, Adney, and Maz because you're right there.
Okay. Well, I am not going to. Okay. So I will slip around this way, and do one of you guys want to engage here with Adney and Molnox? I can shoot down at this this other guy that's approaching.
Yeah, Botchel will take that spot.
Okay. And then I will shoot at this guy, and then have Adney and Molnox fight the guy that's on the ridge.
Go ahead and fire.
Okay. AC 5, 4 damage.
That hits. So it kind of thunks into this skinless creature. Blood squelches out. It doesn't fall, though.
All right. The cat,
Molnox, Adney,
cat
Sister Botula, all you guys can attack this dude if you want to.
Oh. Molnox and Adney do not hit.
Miss. Sister Botula.
I think someone else can get in there too. Oh no, Catherine.
Bofa, Salim.
I will take second rank and attack with my spear
Nice.
behind
Now,
Molochs.
if you wanted to try to sneak up there and be unaware, you wouldn't be able to attack this round, but you could attack the next round, and you would
Get sneak attack or backstab.
Yeah. If you're successful in your attempt to sneak up there, then you will get a back attack.
I am Salim the Sneaky. I will try that.
All right. So this after the blow, when the people are attacking, there's kind of like a bloody mist in the area, and it stops. It's enough to distract Sister Botula from hitting this creature. So you miss, Sister Botula. So go ahead and make an attempt to move silently.
There we go.
Sweet.
Okay.
So Bofa could get up there too if you wanted him to, Sister Botula. So if he can, he only has a sling. Yeah, so Catherine, you can get in there and fight if you'd like.
Yep. Might as well.
Okay, so if Bofa is going to use a sling on this guy down here, he can. Sister Botula, you can go ahead and attack. Salim, you'll be able to attack next round with a +4 and do double damage.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So all we're waiting on is TJ to do /R space 1d20. Okay, that's a miss. Catherine, you can go ahead and attack /R space 1d20, or you can hit the attack button on your sheet. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. Did I say Sister Botchel? I meant Catherine. I don't know what I said.
I think I did. Oh, there we go.
Sweet. So that's a miss. That's a 4. All right, so you guys all missed, and so it is time for initiative. Beat a 2, TJ. There's no way you could possibly.
Cool.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So let's go the opposite direction. Catherine, go ahead. Mazak and Bofa can also attack right now.
Okay.
All right, it's a miss. Bofa misses. Mazak misses. Salim, you get an attack at +4. Sister Botchler, you haven't attacked yet, and neither has Molnox, Cat Bearer. Ooh, that's a hit. So Salim, that was your attack. So roll another d6. So you got a 1 and
a 2.
Nice.
Oh, and I got to roll for Molnox and Adney, which, jeez.
I'm not sure those guys hit if I added those together. All right, so this guy's got a bunch
Yeah.
of people he can attack. This thing sprints up, loping, you know, almost like a bestial creature, blood squelching in these huge piles of like blood everywhere his appendages hit as he runs forward, nostrils flared.
Did Bofa get his attack?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Right, TJ?
Yeah, it was a miss.
All right, so there's four
Okay.
things that he can hit. All right, 3. So 1, 2, 3. He attacks Sister Botula. Only one attack. Ooh, an 18.
Oh.
That hits AC 0.
That's a hit.
Oh boy, this is exciting. What are you guys laughing at?
I think it's fates.
This is supposed to be a gravy run. Get in, get the doors, get out, man.
All right, so it's 4 points of damage. Sister Botula just feels like something pierces through a weak spot in the armor, like maybe near the neck or something, and it feels like it's still in there. And you guys can see like a tendril hanging off of it, and you can see blood starting to pump from Sister Botula as she begins to pale. And this creature seems to grow more engorged on the blood. All right, initiative. Oh boy. All right, so it goes first.
Oh.
All right, Sister Botula. 2 more points of damage.
Oh, she's down.
Oh, so she falls.
Oh.
You get max hit points.
Yeah.
You have a low con.
Oh, it's 6, isn't it?
I don't know, but I've only done. Oh, I did do 6.
Yeah, it's cleric 6.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So one of these tendrils is
Uh-oh.
attached, but the creature still lashes out with its hand. You can just see the tendril is like going off of its arm now. It looks like maybe a blood vessel or something is inserted into Sister Botula, slurping at her blood. So the character isn't dead until, unless this thing stays attached to her. That would probably be bad. Because it wouldn't matter because we roll the body with a death save whenever a character goes down. But it does still attack, and so there are 3 people that it could attack. Two. Ooh, it's she doesn't. This thing does not like clerics.
Jeez.
So I can only have 2 attacks. Only 1 attack. I thought it was the best thing that she was that it was attacking. 14. What is Catherine's AC? He had an AC 4. What kind of?
She has an AC 2.
Oh, nice. So it misses. The other creature, though, comes up here and attacks Maz. Oh, with only 1 attack. You guys are getting lucky with the attacks. I mean, this probably doesn't feel like that to TJ, but your guys' turn.
All right. Let's see. Short sword.
What's Salim doing? Man, I can't hear you. Are you talking? Did you mute yourself?
Salim's gonna spear. I spear him.
Go ahead.
The spear.
That hits.
Sweet.
Nice.
So it doesn't quite seem like it would do the damage. Up close, you can see this blood is all around them, but the actual organs don't seem to be functioning. And there is the smell of decay beneath the blood. What's Catherine do?
Catherine will attack.
Okay.
And fail.
Oh,
Son of a
jeez.
biscuit. You haven't that's the highest roll you've had so far this game. All right, so it looks like we got a bunch of rolls from Mazak, and what's Bofa doing?
He only has a sling, so
Okay, so the rule that we use for firing into melee is this. You have 2 options. One is you fire into melee without a thought. And if you roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, you hit an ally and do damage. But if you hit, you hit. Or you can take a -4 aiming penalty, and you will not hit an ally. But you could still possibly hit something.
All right, I'll take the -4 penalty and attack the one that took out his boss.
All right, go ahead. That 15 will hit. I think
That's
it was Molnot.
Molnot here. Yeah. So
Roll damage.
Ghost. I did 5 to this one.
Nice. All right, so this one expires in a gout of blood. All the blood that it's drained from anything just kind of falls out, mostly congealed from its internals. Sister Botula,
To see if there's any.
12. So that's without the -4, right?
Right. So
Yeah. So
wild
Sling
miss.
Stone misses. All right, is that everyone? Yes.
think so.
No.
Yeah, I think
Maybe so. All right. Perfect. Initiative.
so.
Yeah, Salim went.
Yeah, Slim went.
Oh, let's roll.
All right, a 4, TJ. A 1.
Mm.
How unfortunate. All right, so more blood. You can just kind of see, like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons, the blood bloop, 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 blooping into this creature from Sister Botula. It's attacking. Ooh, this time it's going after Adney. Only one attack. I haven't rolled more than one attack yet. God, what the fun is it making these cool monsters if they don't even get more than one attack? All right, so Adney's AC, he has Shane, right? So that misses. All right, so all you guys can go.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab Sister Botula and drag her back as far as
so
I can.
you can see as you're dragging this thing, just this tendril just keeps kind of coming off of the creature in a bloody mess, like tendon and flesh hanging from it. But, you might be able to chop it if you wanted. It would no longer be sucking blood from her.
Yes. What's the rules for switching weapons?
You just can.
Okay, I grab my scimitar and slice at it.
Oh, no. Well, that's a -5. No, I'm just kidding. I don't get too excited about it. All right, so you don't have to really roll. You just automatically slice it. So Sister Botula is no longer connected to her good friend, the Skinless. All right. Who else is going to go? Catherine, you want to attack?
Yes, I definitely do.
All right, do it. You could even pull her a little ways back if you'd like.
Nice.
Not through the fire necessarily, I'm assuming. All right, an 8 misses, but you're getting there. You're getting so close. Go ahead and roll
Adney
damage
hits
for
with,
Adney.
let's see, we'll do his spear. Oh,
Ooh.
6. Nice.
Yeah, so Adney stabs this thing, and you can see the blood just kind of explodes out of it, and it tumbles off the hill silently, almost bonelessly, as it tumbles down like a rag doll.
So it's boneless and skinless.
Seems like it. It's the best kind of chicken breast.
Boneless, skinless monster breast.
Yes.
All right, so TJ, this is the great moment here that we've all been waiting for. So Sister Botula, Salim, there was this tentacle or some sort of tendril that was just kind of squirting blood like a cut hose, blood squirting around. But has Sister Botula expired is the question. So you just need to make a death save. You need a 11 or higher, so you got a 50% chance of still being alive. That's how nice I am. Oh, no, you didn't. No, that's not enough. Alas.
Oh.
Alas, poor Sister Botula. But you can definitely continue to play Bofa.
Will do.
Sorry, TJ. Yeah,
He's
so
gonna be using her mace though now.
Salim's, trying to catch the thing, blood still. Can't get it. And yeah, she just goes pale, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to let you know that since we do have 2 clerics, and they did smell like decay, and they didn't really seem like they were alive, it's quite possible that they were undead, which clerics can turn. So,
All right, good to know.
in the future, you may want to try to turn them. I don't know. That's just it. Look at him smile at me.
There is no future.
There's no future.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about the chance of surviving this game,
I
TJ?
guaranteed this death. So
Look at Gabriel's like, oh, now he tells them.
Look,
Well, hey, Justin's here. He's the caller. He could have said, hey, you cleric, maybe you could turn these guys. I don't know.
yeah, I actually picked with it. I was assuming that Mozak may not have known about that, but I did. I should have said something. Since
I assume they weren't really clerics. I assume all of you are thieves like me, and you're just lying.
my thought at first was we couldn't really turn silently when we were trying to be quiet, and then it just kind of got away from me.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
It's all right. It's all good. Made a great story. I like it. So unfortunately,
yeah,
has died, and Bofa, I'm going to put a. He's got 2 hit points, AC 7,
all right.
HP 2. No, it's AC 9.
Right.
Sorry, AC 9.
So do you guys still want to go through those unexplored hexes?
Mace. All right, so I'm assuming you guys, I don't know. What do you guys do with Sister Botula?
Does anyone know her faith? Does anyone know her faith?
Saint Orth.
I do not.
Do they
Saint
bury
Orth.
their dead?
Oh, yes.
Did you read it from something that I wrote? Or did you just make that up, TJ?
I read it from something you wrote, but that's all the information there was
All right.
Saint Orth.
Fantastic. Yeah, they probably keep them in catacombs or something unless they're around a bunch of undead, and then they mercilessly burn them and hack off their heads.
Well, then let's do that.
I like the long blink.
We have a fire. We throw her on it. We are done.
Okay, you guys gonna hang out and eat
strip
there
the corpse,
too, or move, or I don't know. Anyway, we'll just maybe we'll just fade to black on the scene.
You don't want particulars about.
Yeah, maybe just night goes, the next day dawns. Sister.
All I know is I didn't mark off any iron rations for the day.
All right. So now we have to.
Whoa! We just had.
You may. Yeah. So you have to take off a ration for yourself and any hirelings that you have. And Molnox's cat counts as one, unfortunately. Just kidding. All right. So that was spectacular.
I am opposed.
Grossly bloody. I've been so excited for someone to go this area since the skinless rumors started going around.
Those are some awesome monsters.
It's been so long since I played this character, I forgot what he had. I just ran out of rations.
Well,
I forgot to buy.
Botula had 14. So
Sister.
There you go. Sister Botula had 14. And that's and she also had 10 weeks, or she also had 1 week iron rations.
Oh,
Riding on your back here, Patrick.
Sister Barbecue.
There we go. I'll donate money for it.
So what do you think St. Orth was all about, TJ?
I have no idea. It was one of the old world saints, and it was the less warlike of the two. So I figured.
I think I have something written about that somewhere. I used it in a campaign once. I'll have to consider. All right, perfect. All right, so like I said, you guys use rations, and it might be the stench of Sister Botula, but nothing comes for you in the night.
We'll just move over here.
I see a barrier.
You're gonna take her with you? A barrier?
Well, we cut her head off.
Here, I'm gonna grab all the tokens. So what's your marching order?
You know what?
She was attacked by the undead.
We're leaving. Let's burn her as we're leaving, so we don't have to sleep with the. That we were leaving this site behind.
Instead, we'll just sleep next to the corpse that was attacked by the undead.
I mean, we could.
Well, apparently they weren't undead. Any clerics would have turned them immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave this number.
Is this marching order okay?
I guess we could just, yeah.
Justin, is this marching order okay?
It is okay.
All right, perfect.
Good.
It's all your characters in the front. That's why I was being mostly particular about
Yeah,
that.
we'll burn it.
Okay, I like it.
No, I know. I had a point. Yeah, that's all good. Yep. Okay, yeah, we'll burn it at night, and then in the morning we'll leave.
All right, back to the map. Oh, wrong map. Haha, just kidding. Psych.
All right. Ooh.
All right, good. Here we go. Okay, so it's not raining. It is hot. And there you are. So it seems like you could make, as you start to continue on towards the, there are some points that you can see, like the mountain peaks above the jungle. So it's pretty hard to get lost in Kalmatta unless you're like in some heavy jungle for a long period of time. Were you going to head north now, or were you going to stay in the heavy jungle, or were you going to continue northeast towards the Obsidian Mounds?
I think the initial plan was to go here at 5950, then turn north. And
We're
kind of
out of the heavy jungle.
sort of out of the heavy jungle. And then I don't know what this is, but I guess, I don't know. So would you guys prefer not to go into the unexplored next?
It's what Sister Botchel would have wanted.
All right. Well, let's honor Sister
We'll
Botchel.
name something after her.
Yeah.
We'll name something after her as we explore.
So here, maybe this will help you. As you guys move forward in the morning, shifting, you're kind of moving down the trail, but like I said, the jungle is beginning to encroach upon it through a gap in the trees, a few hundred yards off. You do see, oh, maybe I don't have it on here. Basically, it looks like even above the foliages are these even above the foliage are these mounds that kind of jut up. They don't seem like they're massive footprint at the surface, but they do kind of go up at a pretty sharp angle, even going above the foliage of the trees. I have a picture. Maybe what's the best way for me to share it? And if you don't care about it, you don't have to go over there. I just want to give you this picture.
And that's to the north?
It's to the northeast.
Okay.
Looking for here.
Make a note of that.
You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you share it again?
It should just still be there. Or am I showing you the wrong map? Am I showing you the game map? Oh, I am showing you the wrong map, maybe. Anyway, heck with it. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not something I normally do. You did?
Yeah, right
You
there.
see it now? Okay, good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's done.
It's like an anthill.
Yeah, but they're
Oh.
massive.
Yeah.
They're like, these would be hundreds of
Whoa.
yards long that you can see them coming up out of the jungle.
Okay. So that's hex 5049. I'm going to make a note of that.
No,
So
that would be
50.
50-50. 60-50, I think is what
Oh.
that is.
The one with the
60,
obelisk.
50?
Yeah. And
Okay.
the closest one to you is only a few hundred yards away, obviously. And near the top, you can see that there looks like there is a very diminutive Washington monument made of white stone. But instead of going all the way up to its tip, it looks like it's melted down almost to the base.
Oh.
Ooh, weird.
Okay. Okay. I say we skirt that.
Yeah, let's maybe head north and then kind of head up there, kind
Yeah.
of head over here, and then
So,
over there.
screw Botula's wishes.
No. We're gonna name something after Sister Botchla in the unexplored territory.
Yeah. We can call it Botchula's Mounds.
Exactly.
And I thought I just said bad things on accident. Maybe it wasn't on accident. Just. All right, so you guys move into the jungle.
Sister Botchula's Mounds. All right. So yeah, north.
How do you spell that? M-O-N-S?
What? Botchula?
Oh, Mons. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so you guys move forward, and that does count as a new hex that's been discovered. In this game, you get XP for exploration. It's only 10 XP, but you all get it. So that's cool. I do not give monster XP, but I do give survival XP. So because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to calculate monster XP. All right, so the mounds, you can see them through the jungle to the east, and a heavy, thick jungle seems to surround you from where you are. What's the plan?
Okay. Northeast.
All right, you heading into the next one? All right,
Let's continue our trek.
I don't think anyone's actually been here either, so this is another new hex. Okay, so the way that I have represented the mounds is it's a point crawl. So there's a bunch of mounds, and you can easily move around along the bottom of the mounds on the footpaths between them because they jut up. And you can see that they're almost made of like, it's not obsidian, but it's little rocks, scree. So if you had to climb up them, it's difficult because they just kind of fall as you climb. So it's all these small, sharp stones that some of them may be obsidian, but the majority of them are just some sort of scree. And you can climb up there. There is some foliage along the top of them, and they're not perfect mounds like that picture. They could be long, like bean shaped or whatever, but they're pretty much flat on top, and they just kind of go up at a pretty sharp angle. So you can climb up there if you'd like, or you can just kind of walk around along the base on the footpath, but you can't see very far because they kind of curve around these mounds as you go. So basically all you were told is... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go.
All right, so...
Mozak will hold his hand up. Yeah.
I still don't understand what you said. Mozak will what?
Hold his hand up, and he'll head up the mound and check out the surroundings if he can get a high point.
Okay, so you are going to climb the mountain
and see what lies
around. So you want us to
him.
wait here? You want to split the party?
Yeah, wait there, and I'll climb up.
Just double checking.
It's easily going to take at least 10 minutes to get to the top of the mound, even though it's only maybe 200 or 300 feet tall. Okay.
Okay. Well, then.
So it's a turn to get up there.
It's a turn to get up there.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is just kind of a weak representation of the mounds. So like just ignore any of the weird things that you see. So they're all different sizes and shapes. And then there's just like a walking path along the bottom of them. So all you were told is that if you just keep on heading, northeast, then you'll find the Vault of Doors or the Canyon of Doors.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess just head northeast then. I mean,
so you're not climbing up.
I didn't know. Well, is this area known to be dangerous? Do we have any room? Is that known to us? Like, I mean, not dangerous beyond Kalmatta dangerous, but is there something we should be looking out for here?
I feel like you answered your own question.
Is this a known danger or an unknown danger?
All right, I will let you contemplate that question, people at home, while we take a bio break. So take a couple minutes, refill your drinks, unfill your bodies. See you soon.
Jeez. I do think we should go. Somebody should go up there and scout and see, look around.
It's not a bad idea, especially if we're going to be in this area for a while. If you can see the pathway for a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a bad idea, but
if it's going to take 10 minutes to get up, that's a long time. Well, I guess not really.
Could have the whole party go up there rather than, or
Just
half
one of
the
us.
party go up there or something.
I would say only one or all. If something happens to me, then yes, it's still go. Hey, buddy. Hi. Those blood guys were crazy, man. They're gross. Hey, what are you doing? Put the sticky. So you got to put the sticky side down.
It doesn't have a sticky side.
Oh, really? Those don't?
Nope.
They're not like. No, they're not. Are
No,
they?
they're
No,
just little notes.
nice. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Wow, he's being very friendly. Hi, buddy.
Because he's not the center of attention right now.
Yeah, no, he's.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, you are screen sharing. Jeez, I confused myself for a second.
There are two of me.
All right.
Wow. Yeah.
So Gabriel and Eric are our only watchers.
I haven't checked out the YouTube yet. How's it going over there?
They're
Any
talking
interesting
about.
comments?
Yeah, there was for a while. Right now, they're just talking about the game last night.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Miss Gabriel. It was cool to have him around.
Yes. All right.
Oh, that was fun.
Patrick is back. Is Robin there? Oh, and there's TJ. Nice. Looks like he just had a sandwich,
Here.
cleaning his beard. All right. All right, we're all back. So, what's the plan?
I will stay down. I will
Okay.
stay down, and then we'll just continue with these.
All right, so it's actually pretty easy traveling because this is low enough that it's not as difficult as it is moving through the jungle in this low area. It is obviously if you wanted to go to the top of these hills. And as you kind of move through, you kind of try to head in a northeasterly direction. It's not easy because you're going to have to skirt around these massive, mons deferens that you're moving through. All right, so as you go, sometimes there are areas that the mounds are far enough apart that the jungle has sprouted up and it's difficult to see. And so you travel for a couple hours, kind of headed northwest. You know that the entirety of the obsidian mounds is only like about a 3 mile by 3 mile area. So it shouldn't take you a long time, but it does as you're kind of moving around. The smells are varied. No rain. It's bright. You can see birds of paradise flying occasionally overhead, and giant pterodactyls grab them and eat them quick. I was just kidding about the last part. After you've been traveling for about an hour or so, you can see kind of off to your left, as you're in your marching order through the jungle, it looks like there's something fairly large and kind of has a pink, new fleshy look to it through the jungle as you're kind of peeking through. Must be like a clearing or an empty, fairly large area, larger than you've seen. You can see the mounds on the other side of it above, but through the jungle, it looks like there's something that may be kind of in the central area of the obsidian mounds. The Canyon of Doors, you would assume, would be continued on the path that you're taking right now. Do you wish to investigate what is through the trees or continue on?
Is it moving around?
It's not moving, and when I say large, I mean like building sized large.
What
And-
direction
Off to your left.
is this?
It's not on the map
Up
or
toward
anything like that. We're in the theater of the mind now, Robin.
Do you want me to go take a look
Okay.
at the undulating new flesh mound?
Does it look like skin? I mean, is it moving at all? I mean, or is it just?
You're
it's
far
just
enough away right
there?
now that you're not going to be able to tell. You can just see it through the jungle foliage. That's French for foliage.
I think we should.
I heard the
I think we should
apostrophe.
make note of. I think we should make note of it. Is this still what hex is this?
It's one of those hexes.
One of those hexes.
Yeah.
Hex. Pink, large, pink, fleshy.
So you do have Hoodle with you, who can disappear at 90% time, 90% of the time.
Yeah, looking at all. Maybe the two of us should go and investigate then.
Believe it or not, they're probably better not at sneaking through the jungle, but hiding. Because when you're hiding, you're not moving.
Mhm.
Not moving. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Well, I think we should.
Yeah, just send the hobbit.
I don't. Personally, I don't think we should investigate. I think we should make note of it and continue.
I do have to comment on one thing.
What?
There are no hobbits in Kalmatta, only halflings.
I was hoping you didn't catch that.
So, Justin, what were you saying, sir?
I say we. That's personally if we want to go to the Canyon of Doors. And it depends if you guys want to go look at it. If I get outvoted, that's awesome. We can go. But personally, I vote we make note of it and go check out the Canyon of Doors.
I agree with that. We'll just call this, Botchla's mound and move on.
Yeah. So large.
It was described as large and flesh-colored.
Yeah, that's large,
Yeah, I mean, you
flesh-colored.
just have to go over and look at it.
I mean, yeah.
You'll just go look at it and get absorbed into it.
So it's like
Well, it
it's hundreds of yards away right now, but it's like 100
Yeah.
feet tall
Yeah.
and 100 feet wide at least. So it's
Well,
large.
There's a mountain.
What is it? Is it a
Not a
mountain? Or is it
It's a
is
big
it like
building.
a monolith?
You can't tell. You can't really tell through the foliage. You'd have to get closer.
Well, if it's that, okay. I say let's continue.
Was it the smile that gave him away? Hey guys. Hey, no, it's so big. It's so big and full of experience points.
Yeah. And
No,
they
it just
never
has a great
return.
description that I wanted to give. That's all. So anyway,
Oh, I feel
Awesome.
bad now.
you guys move on, and it's nearing midday, and the mounds start to give way, and you can see obviously there's still jungle on the top, but you can actually see like a sloping down to a hard packed dirt floor leading into a canyon.
Keep your wits about you. Canyons are great places for an ambush.
Do you continue?
Yeah. Yep.
There's no way around the canyon, right?
Yeah. I mean, we want to go.
We're here for the canyon, right?
You're looking for a canyon of doors.
Well, we're halfway there.
Where?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's go looking for doors.
All right. As you guys travel on, the canyon, as it slopes down, it kind of curves off to the left, which you would guess, looking above is probably true north. And as you continue, it kind of moves down, and then along the canyon, you can start to see that instead of just being a flat cliff faces on either side, it's actually begun to be worked, and this is not perfect, but it's kind of an example, which is visible to either side of you. So it's kind of been worked into actual like caves or doorways, and there's like 3 levels of them, So you can walk up to them on different paths, or you'll have to take like stairs that are carved into the living rock itself, and they're on either side, and the canyon continues down, and you don't see the end of the canyon is what I'm saying, but you do see all these doors easily on either side of them. You would guess 50 doors on either side. Some look like they may be open, some may be recessed, some back in, so it might be like a 20 by 20 arched opening, and then there's doors leading presumably back farther into that tunnel. So it seems like you've arrived. Now what?
It'd be lame if this was like where some carpenter threw all the crap doors that he made. It didn't really.
This is where thieves train.
This is really. Yes. Okay, so we have doors to either side and tiers to explore. So,
First door.
what's
first
straight
tier.
ahead? Does the it
Straight
just
ahead,
continue
the
straight?
canyon continues curving away from you towards the true north. You don't see the end of it.
With flanked by these doors, this tiered.
Flanked by this
Away.
3-tiered area that looks like they've made some of them look more ornate than others. There are all sorts of different. You'd say the higher that it gets on the canyon walls, the more ornate and difficult to reach that it is. Like you'd have to go to certain areas to get up the stairs to get up to those levels.
I will call a halt for a second and then listen. I want to see if there's anything with like that I can maybe.
You can hear the distant sounds of the jungle and your own breath heavy in the air around you. Bits of dust, because the floor, it looks like clear of all flora, and it's just like a rocky, flat, kind of barren canyon that's maybe 100 feet wide, and it looks like it goes up to 100 feet on either side of you.
Wow. Okay.
Along the very, very
Okay.
top, there may be some areas where like vine and trees have overhung or fallen and then lost all their foliage, and there's like logs and such. But mostly this area is barren, relatively quiet.
So continue straight ahead. Everybody want to do that, or do you want to go explore?
The whole point is here for the doors, right?
Yeah, but do you want to see how
Like,
far they go, or do you want to?
I figure we pick a door.
Yeah.
Maybe
one.
climb
Okay.
up and go to an
Systematically go-
ornate.
One of the
It's either
ornate
that or we
ones?
climb straight to the top.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say evens left, odds right. Let's go left, and let's climb up to the top.
All right, so you're gonna have to move in, 100 yards or so until you find a staircase, and then, or you could try to just climb right up the side if you'd like, because some of them might like have ornate half pillars, like a bas relief out of the wall of the cliff that maybe you could find handholds. Maybe they're marked with thorny vines that you could get some handholds, and anyone could climb up if you wanted to.
Okay.
So there's no doors actually at ground level.
There are.
Climb up.
Yes, there are some, but you were talking about they get more ornate as they go up.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So let's. I say stairs, just so we don't,
How steep are these stairs?
unless we have to climb.
Like very narrow and kind of weathered?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So not easy stairs.
Not difficult, like you'd need
Okay.
a roll or something, but you probably wouldn't want to fight on them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you guys want to tie off. I got some rope. Like if we want to like tie to each other or tie to anything in case someone fell or
Yeah.
a pterodactyl came out of
Steps,
nowhere
yeah,
and tried
that's
to
a good
eat
idea.
somebody or
There's been no foreshadowing of anything.
I'll get you.
like
Sure. Let's tie us. I'll tie all our with
yeah, let's tie each other all together so we can die as a party.
There you go.
Exactly.
So
Go big or go home.
if no one wants to argue with that, I guess we will.
Okay. Cool. I do not. I think that's a good idea. I mean,
Okay.
the stairs could collapse or anything. So
Okay.
I was gonna say, do you have rope? I don't think I have any rope.
I have 50 feet of
Um,
rope.
Oh, nice.
I believe I have rope as well. Thought I picked some. No, I have a pole. I have a 10-foot pole.
That will be handy as well.
Yes, it will. All right. So we will tie ourselves off or together.
So 50 feet of rope. How many people could we loop
There's
around?
6 of you, so you're not going to have very much room in between each person. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4, so it's about, I mean, you could have 10 feet in between you easily to do that.
Okay.
Good.
That sounds good. So we got 10 feet to work with.
So it takes you a couple turns to do all that and then move up. Strangely, in the jungle, it seems even hotter here, perhaps a little less humid, and occasionally, a wind will kick up a dust devil, and it'll swirl down along the canyon floor, and the sun just seems to beat upon you. One of the moons of Skoros is visible, moving across slowly, creeping across the sky, but still outracing the sun itself. You see here. So you guys move up. Are you going all the way to the 3rd or to the 2nd tier?
Whichever one is the most ornate.
The 3rd tier is the most
3rd
ornate.
tier.
Oh, right as well.
Yeah, let's head to the top.
All right, so you're tied up. You get to the 2nd tier, and you have to travel a little ways before you can get to the next stairwell that gives you egress to the top, the ornate and the most finely fashioned tier of the Canyon of Doors. I had another name for it, but I don't remember what it is. It's high noon. The sun is at its apex. The heat is nearly unbearable.
Salim is a big man. He is very sweaty.
Nice. All right, so I thought this was ready, but I'm looking for... Whoa, people are already shooting off fireworks.
Nice.
So I'm trying to set something up here quickly.
Okay.
Uh-oh, my number lock's off. All right, perfect. I mean, I guess if I don't say myself, so I say so myself. Perfect.
All right.
All right. So you guys are moving up along, and you've found. You can just kind of see that door that Maz is next to there.
Okay.
See it there? So this is the cliff edge now that you have. That's easily, it's 30. It's a good probably 30 to 40 feet to the tier below you, and then 30 to 40 feet to the ground below that.
Woohoo.
Wow, nice.
And so across the wall, you can see a fine vista of the curved doors, and above that, on the top of it, the foliage hanging down from the jungles of Kalmatta beyond. But yeah, so you found this ruined door, so it kind of just looks like you can see it's 2 stone slabs, and there's a seam down the center, and looks like some kind of pictographs or hieroglyphics are kind of scarred into the stone around this double door that's here. Looks like it's about 10 feet wide, and the 2 slabs of stone are about 10 to 15 feet tall, and they're about 5 feet wide. And around them, bas reliefed are like a door jamb going around it, and then it's got these different hieroglyphics, some kind of pictography marked into the stone.
Okay.
What do you do, Justin?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, I am King of Thieves. Salim, the King of Thieves, bold, brave, covered in blood. I will head up there.
So
He stepped
is
forward.
this the spot from Shazar the Storyteller's backstory? I don't know what that means, Eric. No, this is not Zadabad. This is the Canyon of Doors.
I will crawl up there, and I will.
So what are you doing now? You're climbing up, or
I'm heading. I'm kind of making my way through the crowd to the door.
okay, that's no problem.
Since we're all tied together, I'm then going to listen at the door.
All right. It sounds like the silence of death.
Excellent.
Mozak will
Or
keep
just sleeping
an eye on-
happily
yeah.
in your in-room, of course.
I will then check for traps.
Okay, so when you say check for traps, what are you doing?
I'm going to run my hands along the door jamb.
Okay, so you can do the side, but the top of it is like
Yeah.
12, 15 feet high.
Can I borrow that pole?
Which pole?
Justin, can I touch your pole?
I do have a goal. Yep.
Thank
no.
you.
You can
Yes,
use
no,
my.
maybe so.
There you go.
I'm going to kind of poke at the top of it. Just kind of feeling around the edges of the door for any kind of movement or loose rocks or.
It feels solid as
Okay.
stone.
As stone.
Really glad you guys can't see my face tonight.
If only we had a dwarf. Okay. So this does it look like it pushes in or pulls out?
It doesn't look like it does anything. It actually looks like these slabs of stone were put up here and were sealed.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, then that makes everything a lot easier, right? I'm going to hand back the pole. I'm going to take an iron spike, and I'm going to look for a seam where they were sealed.
Yeah, you can see it. It's right down the center.
Okay. I will place an iron spike, and I will hit it with a club.
With a club or a hammer?
I don't actually have a hammer.
Oh, I thought
Somehow
you bought hammer and spikes. I don't
I
know.
bought spikes. I didn't know if they came in a pack. Is it like a blister pack where I get spikes and a hammer, or does the kit only come with a?
Yeah, it comes in a blister pack, but you need a 1 in 6 in order to open the pack. And if you roll a 6, then you cut yourself on it.
Oh no, blood poisoning. Yeah, because I don't have a hammer. I have iron.
No,
spikes.
but yeah, you can. We'll say you have a hammer. I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. We'll flub the hammer. Okay, I begin hammering with an iron.
All right,
spike.
so you guys can hear Salim, pulls out a thing, kink, kink, and then you can kind of hear that it echoes along the canyon, kink, 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 kink. It's a little kinky in here, and he's working away at the seam. So you think it's going to take you some time to get through it like this, but you know that you eventually will.
This is going to take me some time.
Yeah, it's going to take you 1d6 plus 3 turns.
Okay. Am I rolling that or you?
You can. What's Alpha doing during this time?
He's getting out of the way.
Oh, Salim's fast.
Okay, what about Catherine? Is Catherine doing
Are
anything?
there other doors on this level?
There are, but they would probably be, they're off this small little map, but yeah, they definitely are. If you want to go and explore some, you certainly can.
No, I don't want to leave my party. I was thinking more in the general area if there was anything to investigate, but I think otherwise I will, if there's a spot to sit down and wait.
All right, yeah, so the tensions kind of increase as it seems like this hammering of Salim is echoing along the canyon. Certainly, if anything is nearby, it would hear the sounds. The wind seems to pick up some. The dust devils increasing as they shift around the canyon floor well below your positions. Catherine's
Jason,
hot.
Did you see my note?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm on top.
Okay, good. All right.
And eventually,
Cool.
Salim is like, and you can kind of hear now, but it's not out here. It's inside. Like you can hear debris and detritus falling in on the other side. It's obviously hollow on the other side. So you feel like it's ready, like you could actually give it a good push or kick or pull, and this triptych would open.
Okay. Would a 10-foot pole be strong enough for me to push on it?
Maybe.
Or is it too thin? Yeah, let's try that. We'll try that 10-foot pole.
You back up and push on
Yeah,
it.
let's,
Yeah.
do
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
you want to unhook each other
yeah,
the
we
rope
should
off?
unhook.
at this point?
Yeah, we'll unrope off,
Yeah,
and then I'll use the 10-foot pole to kind of battering ram it.
Okay. Well, I'll have these guys stand off to the side, so we're all kind of away from the door.
Oh, thanks.
while he's doing
All right, so Salim,
This is where I earned my share, right?
yeah, so Salim rears back and puts his not so minimal bulk into a blow with the point of this, and dust billows out as the entrance has been created. So you see a cool, it feels like it's cool because it's dark other than the sun obviously shining in. And it looks like there's a stairwell that's actually leading up beyond. This is
all right. Get into our marching order.
This map is super old.
Oh, here. Let me see the 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke around the entrance, the floor here, and maybe we should poke around as we're walking down.
I think that's
Make sure
a
that
brilliant idea.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and move your tokens.
Or
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just make this a little easier on us, and we'll just use a party token for now.
Okay. I'll arrange. How were we? Who was next to me? That was Ken.
Your three
Oh,
guys were all
Botula.
in front.
So I'll have add me. Volnox. Does anybody? Do any one of the PCs want to be in front to replace Botula, or is it going to be Adney?
You had Adney
I don't
when we
care.
did it.
I'm going to grab my spear and I'll take
Yeah.
second rank.
Okay.
Catherine can bring up and guard the rear again.
Okay. Molnox will use his spear for the second, which puts what? Bofa back with you.
I'll protect the little guy.
The Hobbit.
Nice. So you should be able to move that token. It says Party 99 on it.
Is this the Tomb of Prince?
Yes.
Is there a weird symbol on the door?
0 hour out of time.
Yeah, all of the pictographs
Yep.
are this symbol formerly known as Prince.
Oh, I so hope we find Prince. Like a purple velour suit with.
Purple, yeah. My character's name is actually Mozart the Violet, so he'll take this place. All right. Here we go. All right. Can you turn the dynamic lighting on for the token?
Oh,
I was moving
shoot.
it.
I don't know if I can do that
I
anymore.
think. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should. Just has sight and can see. There you
All right,
go.
cool.
Oh, wow.
All right. So then, do we need lanterns? I don't think any of us have infravision.
No,
I've
I
got
have
a
a.
lantern.
I'll strike a torch up.
All right,
Okay.
Salim is carrying a torch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him light, so if we ever have to split up, that'll be ready.
Okay.
Well, wait. Can I
No,
carry?
we are-
Can I carry a torch with a spear though?
No.
That's what I thought. Okay. Who's got one-hand weapons? Like,
Bofa's using a mace now. He can carry it.
okay, I'll give Bofa my torch then. As Salim realizes he only has 2 hands. I've got the spear between my legs. I got a torch. I'm like, oh.
So So we're just going to use that party
Okay.
token because it's kind of a pain in the ass to move all of your guys every single time and play that
Yeah,
game.
no problem.
Yeah.
But if something happens, then I'll just pop these tokens in.
Okay. And we'll be tapping around with that 10-foot pole as we go.
Tap tap.
All right.
Oh,
So it's a stairwell leading up.
a stairwell leading up. All right. So, stairwell leading up. How far do you want me to go? I guess we'll go to the intersection and take a look.
Yeah, you
Actually,
move to the
stop here.
Okay. So you go up
Peer
you go up a
around.
flight of stairs, like a stairwell that leads up. This looks like it's fairly decent workmanship. It's definitely old. It's obviously been a very, very long time since it's opened. The wind is kind of kicking some of the dust and debris from the walkway outside that causeway into the lower area, and it's mixing with the remnants of the triptych door that was sealed against intruders. And inside here, you can still smell the smell of must.
Okay. So, all right, straight ahead,
So
or
that
should
that light would actually, so you got, it's where Bofa is. So if Bofa's there, that means the rest of the group, you know, is all the way up to here. You see that?
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Bring it up
So
there.
then we'll be here, and well, I'll put it here, and we'll just assume that we're okay. So we can see down that way and down that way. All right. You want to randomly pick a direction, or do you guys prefer to go straight ahead,
So-
left
Is
or right?
this water?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks like a
So this hallway, I should explain basically. After the beginning, it kind of narrowed at the first stairwell and the top of it. So it's about 10 feet wide. It's very flat and very clean and gelatinous cube clean. And anyway, the ceiling kind of at 10 feet high, it turns into like an arch that goes up into a point.
oh, cool. All right. Randomly determined, or do you guys have a preference?
Left.
Left.
Sure.
Let's just set left, unless there's no.
Keep going left.
Yeah.
Always go right.
Always go left. That way you run away right.
Is that what it is? Okay. All right, so the party moves into this this area, and you can see that it looks like there's some sort of door in the wall here, and apparently you can see some hinges so that you know that it opens towards you there. This part of the floor seems like it's covered in pock marks that have broken the cobblestones in the floor. What's that?
Molnox's cat is loud.
Come here, cat.
All right. So the
What's up?
pock mark.
Hello, everyone. It's Cleo, the most famous cat in all podcasting. All right. So now what?
That's awesome. Let's investigate the pockmarks quick. I'll just go to here and look at them. I'm not gonna step into them or anything. Maybe look at the walls to see if there are any significant.
Do they look like
significant
chips
information.
in the floor? Like something
look
fell
up.
hard on the floor?
So the ceiling looks
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
to the
Look
rest.
around.
The walls seem very similar. At times there have been bas reliefs, and they're kind of that maybe that Egyptian feel, of almost stick figures, but not quite. Like some of them may have heads of different animals, and it's difficult to see if they're really doing anything. And there are occasional designs and stuff in the wall, like not always geometric shapes, more soft curves and curls in the wall. So Catherine's in the back of the group. Is she moving up to the front to examine the floor?
Yes, but not. I want to keep a slight distance away. I'm interested in investigating the walls on either side that these pock marks have appeared on.
So here's where you got. Why don't you guys just bring your party now? So I brought the light down. So you guys can't bring your party probably. Here, I'll get them. So you guys put yourselves wherever you are.
Okay.
Can you see?
Nope.
Nope.
What?
Oh no, darkness spell.
It is dark and full of terrors.
There we go.
I was going to say, you should be able to see. I don't know. I didn't do anything, so I'm not sure why you can't see. There you go.
Okay.
So move yourselves wherever you are. So Bofa is right in front of the door. Mazak and Catherine have moved up to where the pock marks are in the floor. Salim is in the middle, safe. It looks like the two man-at-arms are eyeing and watching the back way.
Slacking off.
All right,
Yep.
so Catherine's examining the wall. Why don't both of you guys, are you touching the wall, Catherine?
Yes.
Okay, as you're running your hands along the wall, it feels like one section of the curls actually kind of have a slot in a depression that makes a depression in the slot. That's not right. The slot is a depression in the wall. And it looks like it actually, amidst all of the curls, if you follow it with your hand, it looks like it comes maybe from the ceiling and it kind of goes down to about knee level in a curve. There's other curves and stuff going off of it. And if you didn't touch it, you don't think you would have noticed. Maz,
Okay.
you're exploring the floor.
I am sticking the 10-foot pole out into it and kind of tapping around. And I also would like to investigate, one first to see if that does anything.
That doesn't do anything. Nothing happens.
Okay. And anything notable about the ceiling? Any holes or anything like that? I can
No,
perceive?
like I say, the ceiling is like about 10. The apex of the curvature where it goes to a point is about 15 feet tall. The tip is, and then the ceiling goes. It's 10 feet high above you, so significantly high for a halfling of the gray wastes.
Okay. Well, I'll leave that alone for now. And then, what do you guys think about this door? Both, are you exploring the door, or are you doing something else?
I can give it a shot. I'll run my finger around the cracks of the door and just see if there appears to be any traps or anything before I try it.
All right, so Bofa doesn't really think there are any traps. Like I say, there's some sort of mechanics, like there are some rounded edges along this side to Bofa's. It would be his left, but when we look at it, it looks like his right, so like over here. So this is kind of like there's a bulge on that side where it's pretty obvious this is where the hinges are. And there's also like a depression that would allow you to get your hands in on this side of the door to open it if you wanted to.
Yeah, he'll warn everyone to stand back. He's going to try to open the door.
Okay.
All right, so let's do an open doors test. So it doesn't just open easily. It seems like maybe it's stuck or maybe it's sealed. Something's going on. It doesn't open like on oiled hinges or anything like that.
It's a D6.
Yeah, you could. There's also a thing at the top that you could just click for that if you wanted.
Ah.
Someone said that where I'm leading you into the Tomb of Horrors. That's what Gabriel guessed. 3. So what's your strength?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, let's roll. Why don't you roll 3d6? An 8. So an 8 strength, a 3. I do not think that's going to open the door.
Move. I would help.
The great Salim.
He spits on his hands. And
See, Bofa just saved himself by ineptness.
This was all a ruse. Oh, I can't open this.
So go ahead and make your open doors check.
Okay.
No, that's what you need is a 1.
Oh, okay.
That's
Good.
the best. Yeah.
There.
Let me see here. All right, so he wrenches the door open, and this kind of like a smell of sulfur or rotten eggs just kind of billows out, and everyone's faces kind of wrinkles as this light cloud of whitish dust or something just kind of billows out and goes down both sides of the hallway. Salim, he's blinking. You can see his dark skin. He's got white dust kind of covering him.
Roll Constitution.
No rules.
Okay. Versus poisons. As I blink, am I able to act now, or am I still blinking?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You
I'm
can't really
going
see
to-
anything because the Bofa is off to the side and he's got the light. If
Bofa light!
Yeah, he would have to move. There you go.
I'm going to spike open this door.
Just in the floor or something?
Yeah. Actually, can I see the way the hinge opens, so I can
Sure.
shove it in between the door, into the seam, into
Sure.
the hinge? Okay. Just to prop it open.
Shove it in straight to the top. Half deep.
Oh my.
Oh my. Easy. All right. So now what? Does anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah.
Mazuk, are you doing anything else with the holes? Or are you good with those?
No, I'm leaving those alone for now.
Oh, you left the holes. Catherine, are you doing anything?
I just wanted to, if possible, just get a closer look at the actual divots in the ground to see if there's any leftover residue of any kind. Trying to show what had made the pockets before I give up on them.
You don't really notice any residue, although some of them kind of have this white dust that billowed in.
Okay, I'll just keep that in my notes and then join the group at the door entrance.
It looks like something, you guess something punctured holes because there's like some cracks around the stone flooring. Like where each hole is, like it was a violent thing that did it.
Are they deep?
Are you going to put your finger in one?
Can I borrow the 10-foot pole?
Sure.
Doesn't seem that deep, no. Maybe only 3 or 4 inches deep.
Oh wow, that's pretty deep.
That's still
though.
pretty deep in a stone floor.
And they're just randomly scattered around. They look random. They don't look like they're in any pattern.
Is Maz actually going back to examine the holes now?
Yeah, when she says that, I mean, and I figure, that would be.
To ask for the pole.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that would be. I feel like a pattern would be evident from here, right? Wouldn't it?
You could roll
Kinda
a
looking down.
D20. You can choose wisdom or intelligence. So how I do my skill checks is you roll a D20 and you want to be under the ability, but the closest you are to the stat without going over, the better the roll is.
So I will.
Price is
Was
right of skill systems.
that's a.
So you didn't really say which stat it was. No, you don't really discern anything. I'm pretty sure you don't have a 19 of anything.
Then he'll go back.
Although you cheaters
All right.
all players are cheaters.
Unlike the honest dungeon master.
Unquestionably. Catherine, is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I think she's done.
Do you want to go into this? Let's go into this room in our marching order so that we
Yeah.
don't.
All right, so we kind of paused while Salim was blinking and looking around. When you look in there, it seems
Yeah.
like the room isn't that large. It's only, maybe 15 by 12 feet in size. And there is a raised dais against the back wall. It looks like there's a statue, a winged cherub of some sort, maybe, 4, 5 feet tall, child-sized perhaps, unless you were a halfling, I guess. And it has 2 urns to either side of it. They almost look like clay amphora, and then 2 bowls on either side of it.
Is there anything in the bowls?
So right now, it's about 15 feet away from you, and you're looking past some people to see it. But it's quite possible. Yeah, we'll say, you can see something in there, and the light glimmers off of that, giving you well, not you, but maybe some of the other members of the party, tugs of avarice in their hollow chest cavities, because surely they have no hearts.
Let's just walk in and touch it. What's the Salim? Are you just going to head in, or do you want to
I take a step forward.
Salim boldly steps forward. They don't call him the lucky for nothing. Don't you see the feather in my sombrero? I know it's not a sombrero, but I forgot that. Turban, sorry.
I am Salim of Mexico.
He's got a sweet beard, though.
He does. Yeah. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna step on up. Yeah.
Yeah, the bowls seem littered with coins. Even some are like overflowing outside of the bowls, which are made of silver.
Oh, son of a. This is such a trap. 10-foot pole.
What are you gonna do with it?
Yep.
Can we
Back
pass
up 10
the group's 10-foot pole? I'm going to reach over and knock a bowl over.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious how Mazak walks through the jungle with this 10-foot pole.
Carefully.
It's not
I
his
know.
hand.
I was just thinking that too.
Anyway, all right. So
like
you knock one of them off. Cling, cling. It's kind of hard because it's full of these big, hefty gold coins, and they spatter and tinkle down off the raised dais across the floor.
I'm gonna go collect them.
All right. So there's the 2 amphora and the cherub statue, the winged cherub statue. As you get closer, the shadows from your body as you move, the flickering torchlight. And occasionally, it almost feels like the face of the cherub changes from a serenity and passivity to aggression and anger. But when you look at it closely, maybe not.
That little baby's freaking me out.
All right, so you find a total of 100 gold pieces.
Cursed gold. Cursed gold. Oh,
cursed gold spins as good as not cursed gold.
Very old coins. You don't, Salim, a coin master, doesn't recognize any of the imprints on them.
I guess I'll grab the other. I'll grab the bowl as well.
I just gave you all the coins that were in the bowl. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. And the bowl itself.
Yeah, you gonna take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. You gonna give it to me?
Do you want it? Sorry, I'm not sure how to answer that. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Okay. You guys want to grab the statue too? I yell back.
No. Nope.
Does anyone want to haul this back? It looks good quality. It looks good quality. Look at this. Look at this creepy baby statue.
Someone must want to buy this.
From
It
real
was scary.
tomb.
Yeah, it looks like a blue veined alabaster or porcelain.
Oh. Oh, if only I had gotten a porter.
Bofa's
Yeah,
got
all-
50 feet of rope he took off of.
Would Bofa like to have a
Spatula,
statue
so-
tied to him?
Miss Spatula.
Well, he's gonna tie the statue up just in case, and then carry it.
Okay, so
How much is
this
So
thing, it's probably gonna, it probably weighs a couple 100 pounds, maybe a little
Hmm.
more.
I don't know if Bofa will be carrying that then.
He
That's
does
probably-
look sturdy. He's got a sweet beard too. I don't know what's up with Montauk. Even Catherine's got a better beard.
Does this seem pretty
Yeah,
sturdy?
man,
Like
he's
if I
pretty,
drug it? Sorry.
Mongolian, right?
Yeah, you could.
You're gonna drag the statue all through here?
Well, I mean, not right now. We could pick it up on our way out.
You could
No.
certainly tie it onto your back and hoist it around.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just leave it here for now. I've spiked the door open. Let's search the walls real quick.
There are the
Um,
amphora, the clay amphora as well.
Ooh, I forgot about the amphora. Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Well, they're right here. That's what these are. Ring, ding, ding.
I will pick one up.
Okay. You pick it up. It's got, like the handles, you know what an amphora is, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
it's like an urn, it's maybe 30 inches tall at the bottom, 15 inches in diameter, maybe. And it kind of folds in and out like an hourglass. And then at the top, there's two things. And it's stoppered with a clay stopper. And it looks wax sealed.
I'm going to pack it in. Let's wrap it.
So these probably weigh 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So 5 stone.
Yeah. Guys think I should open it?
Not at all.
We'll pick it up with the cherub on the way out. What do you guys think of that?
It doesn't look like it has any value,
Okay.
but the contents.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Serious
unstopper it.
Contents.
I pry it open with my dagger. I break the seal and I open it.
Oh, time to break the seal. Now you're going to be doing the whole rest of the adventure. Sorry, that wasn't a good one. Even the dog was like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, wasn't having it.
Okay, so as soon as you open it, you can kind of hear this droning sound, and there's like a flutter and kind of like poof out of some gray dust, or most likely ash, but also a buzzing sound as some creatures kind of fly into the air. What are you laughing at? You're making yourself conscious.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at us.
Well, if you guys want to pull the
Hold
spike
it.
and shut the door, now would be a time.
And that's coming down the hall.
Well, it's filling the room, right? From the
No,
clay
it's
jar
not.
just opened. Oh, okay.
But
Where's the
both
sound coming?
Both ran away before. I mean,
Bofa backed out of there.
you can't run away during the exposition.
I think he backed out the moment he saw Salim draw a dagger.
Oh, really?
He was like, "Uh-oh."
He finally got someone. Goaded and someone has finally gone with it.
You can't give me a button, man.
I kept giving buttons. I don't know. I tried to get somebody, but no one would bite. I had the fish hook out.
I know, man. We're what do you call that? Shy fish. right.
So is it still spilling out of the vessel right now?
Oh, wait a second. No, I'm in the process of
Setting up the encounter.
Oh,
yeah. So basically, you do like I say, this erratically, the ash is kicked out of the amphora, and then these creatures kind of come out in a swarm. They're pretty large, easily the size of your fist. They seem bloated, more mosquito-like than anything, but they have 2 sets of wings, and their proboscis looks, what the heck, dangerous. They don't seem happy.
No. Oh,
There's also smell of iron and blood and
Yep.
like blood pudding.
We just need to win initiative.
Yeah,
That's all we have to do.
Yeah, come on.
that's you, TJ. Oh dang!
Nice.
What's the next thing we have to do?
Wow.
Okay, so plan B.
So 1, 2, 3, or 4, they attack Salim. 5 or 6, they're going to go out and attack someone outside. 2. All right. So these things come forward like these miniature sturges, kind of come forward and they attack Salim. Ooh, a 10. I don't think that hits you.
Nope, I got 7.
All right. So that would, oh shit.
No, that would hit me, right?
Nope. They just barely
No.
miss.
Salim the Lucky.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a swarm of these blood bugs.
Blood bugs.
Yeah. What's Salim do? He's just nodding. Blood bugs.
Salim, there are. I'm going to spend my turn doing a fighting retreat.
So you can move half of your distance, but if anything's in your way, then you can't obviously stop where they are.
That includes friends.
Yes.
So, as you see me fight my way back toward the door, guys.
Yep. Yank that thing out
Yeah,
of the spike.
So
out.
basically, like he's trying to bat these fist-sized mosquitoes away.
While he's walking, can I grab the spike and pull it out and not shut the door, but have it ready to shut?
I don't think you're going to pull a pounded spike out. Oh no, you just had it jammed in the.
Yeah, I just had jammed in the door.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do an open doors test for something like that, or you can just make a strength check. I don't care, either one. The same thing, really.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
open doors is up to the right up there from the strength check on your sheet. So you can, if you open your sheet again, and I'm going to
I
explain
did
it
it.
to you. No, open it again.
Oh, sure.
You see those D20s next to your actual attributes?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
click on those, and then that'll do that attribute test. Now, if you look over to the right from strength, it says to hit damage and open doors. So
Open
if you
doors.
hit that, that's the actual open doors roll. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. So your strength. Oh, so that's actually a very good roll. So yeah, you can definitely pull that iron spike out.
Cool.
All right. So you pull the iron spike out, and Salim, you're wearing leather.
Yes.
So you can probably go 30. Are you carrying anything? The gold, right? Yeah. So you're.
Yeah, I got the gold, and
So you have leather armor and treasure. So yeah, you can only move 20 feet.
So I can only move 10 feet.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's where you did is 10 right now, right?
Yeah. Yep. No, because I was like here, so it would have been
Oh.
5, or if we go diagonals, it'd be 5, 10.
Yeah, you can go up there. That's fine.
Okay, sweet.
I don't get too crazy about it.
I just.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything? It looks like everyone's kind of
Door shut.
backed out with very surprised looks on their faces. I'm pretty sure Bolfa wants to run in there, attack his new mace. No? All right. So they're definitely going to just come swarming out. So
Does the door shut at all, or
no, you'd have to shut it yourself.
okay?
And I don't think Salim is really capable of edging past while he's in a fighting withdrawal situation. If he wanted to flee, he could have, and he could have just ran out of there like the old mummy. But all right, so same thing with the attack here. I don't know where my D6 is. I just have to start a new one. Oh, 6. So this time it's going to look for new blood. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, did we roll a new initiative already?
I thought you guys won, but no, we can do that.
We lost the first one, and then they attacked Salim, and then we did our actions to get out.
Ah, in your eye.
Ah, God. Jeez.
All right, a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. By my reckoning, that would be Bofa. All right. So sorry, buddy. So you're being attacked by this swarm of blood bugs. Oh my God. You have crazy luck. All right, so I don't have any
Salim's sucking out all the luck.
there's like a lot of blood in this adventure. I don't know if
is it a theme?
Apparently, man, they find themselves sometimes during the writing of the story. Anyway, so some of these blood bugs stick into Bofa.
Oh my God.
For 2 points of damage.
What are the odds of getting drained of all your blood twice in one adventure with 2 different characters?
2 different creatures.
Yeah, 2 different creatures. Oh.
So this is like a swarm. And some of them have attached to Bofa, but it's not like going to diminish the swarm or anything. But these mosquitoes are stuck into, these blood bugs are stuck into Bofa and his sweet beard. All right, what's Bofa going to do? You're muted. You're muted, JT.
Sorry, we had dog issues a minute ago. He's down.
Oh. So as soon as it happened and rolled a 20, you're like, I saw you getting, oh my God. So my question is, was Bofa your actual character? Probably not, right? You were never going to play Bofa for your character, were you?
Probably not.
Okay, so he's dead. Roll a 1d2. You pick me. Would you rather roll an even or an odd?
Even.
Even, so even is good. All right, so the torch does not go out.
I'm saving the day here, guys.
You made your last roll. Thanks, bud.
Salim's luck only.
So we haven't heard from Catherine in a while. Catherine, what do you do? So some of this swarm you can just see of these large fist-sized bugs with 2 sets of wings buzz in here, kind of filling the area, and you see Bofa go down with some of these bugs stuck onto him, quickly engorging themselves on his little halfling bloods. All right. What is Catherine?
Catherine's going to try and smack one out of the air.
So yeah, you can just kind of attack the swarm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you hit some of them, but probably miss again.
Yeah, you do hit some of them, but it's not enough to be effective. Salim, Maz army.
Would it be more effective if I grabbed like my sack and just swang it around?
What do you think?
I'm thinking yes.
Are you gonna let the character killer JT play one of these Adney or Molnox that can run faster than a bear?
Probably you should probably do Adney. He's I think he's the better of the two. He's got chain on.
All right, we'll do.
Here, I'll give you his equipment and his stats. Wow.
All right, so you should be able to control that token.
All right, and Adney. Let's see. All right. So he has.
You're running
Here
on
you
a pretty
go.
ball here, TJ, right now. I think if you kill one more character, you might break a record.
If you can do it through the loss of blood, I mean,
A single. Oh, then that already.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the blood blood donor.
Single single session character death record.
I believe in you.
All right, so Catherine, you made some attacks. Salim, did you decide what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna swing.
I left
my,
you a note in Roll20,
Oh, thanks.
TJ.
I'm gonna swing my sack full of the treasure I just got around.
All right, I'll give you a +1 for surface area.
Okay.
The 4 GP and is what I owed him. Everything else after that is his stuff.
What damage are you doing on that? Here, I'll just roll to hit. 1d20.
You say, nice.
Yeah, roll d6.
Cool.
What are you attacking with?
A sack full of treasure. That's 5, and then I've got a +1 for strength. Or
All
no,
right,
there's
so
no.
you disperse much of the. About it seems half as large as it once was. Adney.
All right, he'll take a stab at the swarm with a spear.
All right, so he's swinging around with the spear.
Okay.
Mrs. Amaz and Molnox.
I will swing with my sword, but I don't think it's going to do much. Oh, nice.
All right, so yeah, it doesn't seem as effective as the gold bag club, but
Okay.
Molnox.
Molnox. Let's get Molnox. Nice.
That hits.
With a spear.
All right. Nice. So it is initiative time.
All right.
You guys are diminishing it. Ooh, a 5. Ooh, there you go.
There we go.
All right, let's go. Catherine, you want to go first?
Sure thing.
What are you attacking with?
Warhammer.
All right.
That's all she's got.
I like it.
Did that go through? Yeah.
Sure did. Nice.
All right, so she feels some resistance. Who wants to go? You guys can just all attack. I'm pretty sure is anyone doing anything but attacking these things?
No, I'm gonna.
Oh, holy cow!
Nice, dude. All right. That 16 is
6. Roll damage.
3.
All right, yeah. So Salim is wildly
Oh, damn!
bag of gold around, smashing them out of the air.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Yeah, the massive one though, because he does it smashes. Since you rolled a 20, it smashes into the wall and all the bugs are blood bugs are dead, but gold strews along the hallway, pelting ding 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 along the halls. So your sack is ruined, but the blood bugs have been vanquished.
As I'm heaving breath, I go, mistakes were made.
Alpha. Pale.
Yes, we're both paid for it.
Yeah.
Let's blame the halfling. Let's just say it was his fault.
Yeah.
Halflings are not lucky.
I do think
What does Bofa have on him?
this script hates. He had a sling and a mace.
Sling and a mace.
Yeah, sling, mace, and some torches.
All right.
Yeah, so who's going to carry the torch now?
Maybe Molnox?
I can switch to my scimitar and carry it.
So Warhammer.
I've ruined my bag.
I have a small sack. That was my large sack.
Nice.
Will all the gold fit in my small sack?
What'd you say, Catherine or Robin? I didn't hear you.
Oh, her Warhammer, I think, is a one-handed, so she can carry the torch if need be.
She doesn't have a shield?
No.
Yeah, you have a shield.
Do I have a shield?
You do have a shield.
Oh, I lied. Never mind.
Molnox can carry it. That'll free everybody up to use their hands. Although, let's see.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
torch went out.
I'm moving
afraid.
the torch.
All right. Poor Bofa. He'll be marginally missed.
Marginally missed.
All right. So now what?
Let's I don't know. Let's go to the other side. I don't know if you guys want to walk through that pockmarked floor. But,
I'm sure you gather up the gold. It takes,
I was going to say, was I able to collect all the gold?
as far as you know.
100 gold pieces and 2 silver bowls?
Yes.
Okay. Salim's a very quick counter. I can tell you just by the weight how much gold that is.
All right. Now what?
let's head north and explore that upper passageway.
On the other side?
Yeah, since we're down a guy now.
You want to just get your guys in the order you're going to be, and then we'll get the other token out?
Yeah, who wants to be up next? I guess let's not add me. Let's see. Adney, do you want to be second or next to me, or does somebody else?
I'll take second row since I got spear.
All right. So, Catherine, you want to be up front?
I can.
All right.
And then there were 5. This feels like a horror movie.
Yes, it does.
Does
All right.
Do both of the people in the second row have spears?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I will take up the rear with the torch. Or no, torch is over there. Never mind.
All right, so you move into another small chamber. It's about 20 feet by 15 feet. And in each corner are large, 5 feet around, fat, no offense, Salim, big boned jars. More amphora, but these are much larger, and they actually have like the nice like teapot, tea kettle type tops. So they're very fat at the bottom, easily 5 feet around. And then they kind of taper up to like a teapot stopper on the top.
That's a trap.
Let's open these.
That's a trap.
Yeah.
But what if they're filled?
I'm gonna take the 10-foot pole, and I'm gonna kind of.
How much do those things cost, and why do you only have one of them?
They were all out. He got the last one.
I got the last one. And I first, actually, before I do that, I'm going to investigate this amphora, see if there's any kind of distinctive marking on it.
Yeah, it has similar to the things that you saw at the front and have occasionally seen along the walls of this tomb or crypt or maze or dungeon or.
And the amphora look.
What's that?
Identical, all 4 of them, or the amphora look all identical, all 4 of them?
Pretty much. Maybe there's some different. Maybe the markings are slightly different on them, but the shape seems like a similarly made by the amphorist.
Cool. All right, so the same craft. So so
Crap man.
I like amphora. Yes.
Yes.
Let's. I'm going to take the 10-foot pole and I'm going to push the top off of one of them.
It seems very solidly placed. Like,
oh, it might be wax sealed.
or just caulked, because that's way easier.
Sure. Okay. So, do you want to check for traps?
Do you want me?
I'm going to put a ear on and see if I hear anything moving on the inside.
Hey, hang on. Jason, you cut out a lot there, bud. What'd you say?
I was making fun of Tim. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's all right then. So you guys can just use your tokens if you want to just go where you are up here.
Okay.
That might make it easier. Or more fun for me anyway.
All right. Catherine's going to put her ear to one of the vessels to see if she hears anything moving or flying on the inside of it.
Just pick it up and shake it.
She does not believe so. Yeah, so these are heavy. These are big, you know. So 5 feet,
Yeah.
you know, you wouldn't, at the base, you would not be able. I have pretty long arms, so I would not be able to get around this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe tap on one, kind of with a knuckle.
Yeah.
Maz is just like, hey,
Yeah,
why
with
don't
her
you
ear
tap on one?
tap on the edge.
Just tap on one. It does not sound hollow.
Yeah. Come on, Catherine.
It does not sound hollow.
So it's got something in it.
Celine, do you want to check for traps? Pick one and check one.
Yeah, that's gone well in the past. I go up and I don't know. I look at the stopper.
Kind of feeling around with your fingers.
Yeah, I feel it. I
Lucky. You're just...
I rub it up and down. I look at the top of it. What's the wax? Is the wax like a beeswax? Can I tell?
It actually looks like it's there's some sort of like it's screwed on.
Oh, these are screwed on.
Yep.
Interesting.
So whatever's inside is.
That's very secure.
Yeah,
form
that's.
of,
I'm not fucking around here, people.
If we got enough people, could we maybe
But we may be screwing around.
tip it to hear if it sloshes or anything?
You could try. And I mean, if you really got back or were way at the top and you tried to push it or something, or with the
or maybe use like a rope tied to the top for leverage or something. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
I keep hoping someone will talk me out of these bad ideas. Let's tie it up. Yeah, I'll put some rope on the top. We'll have like 2 people on either side to kind of help secure the line, and then we'll see if we can have. I think we have another rope. See if we can use that to tip it forward. So we got kind of 2 people on the side to hold it, kind of tip it forward, and hear if we can hear it sloshing.
Which one?
The one Catherine's been poking at. This one right here on the.
Okay. Let me check. See what's exactly in that one.
I hope it's blood.
Molnox will be in the.
Better be blood. We need like some blood slugs or something in there.
There's got to be blood slugs. There's got to be
blood ooze or something. I'm writing these ideas down. All right. Scrimshaw trinket. All right. Yes, this one, it does seem to slosh around.
So it's a liquid.
Yeah,
Maybe it's blood.
maybe. So only
Okay,
one way to find out.
There.
You guys just want to go for broke?
Yeah, Adney
Sure.
went through it.
Yeah.
Adney unscrews it. Why not?
Celine,
Kind of
you
high.
believe
You're
it?
gonna have to like
You
maybe
believe it?
take
Yeah.
2 people to like actually get it. So there's probably like some kind of stubs up there or something that you could use to unscrew it, because it's gonna be 12 inches maybe across. That's how big it is on the top.
Yeah. Someone has to be on the back to kind of guide it around.
Like that, it makes that ratchet sound.
Catherine will,
Just kidding.
yeah, Catherine will help with that since she's there already.
Awesome. So almost everyone's occupied, right?
Salim's backing up.
Yeah.
Now that-
Mozuk and Molnox are watching back.
I'll arm myself with a sack. My small sack.
You're not going to have any way to carry your wealth.
He's like one of those Rastafarian guys. How are you? Welcome to the island of love. Oh, sorry, that's a very bad illusion. All right, so yeah, you guys mess around and you guys get it opened up, and almost immediately there's a strong odor of vinegar that just kind of wafts out of it.
So maybe their wine spoiled.
Could be treasure inside.
Vinegar.
This is my mysterious.
Treasure buried in the liquid.
And there's also maybe an odor of fish.
Mm.
Yeah. Those
So
are-
who's gonna dive through the pickled fish?
Mozak looks at his violet padded tunic and says, "Nah, I'm not sticking my arm down there."
You can't even.
Catherine will stick the handle of her warhammer down into the container
There you go.
and
Look-
swirl it around and see if it feels any obstruction.
We also have the 10-foot pole.
We do have the
No,
10
If you
foot
don't
pole.
want to put it down there.
Maybe we'll do the 10-foot pole.
His name is Polly now.
And the,
It's kind of
Yeah.
awkward, but you shift it around in there. You would guess you don't hear it like anything real solid. It's not easy. It's because there's maybe some congealed mass down at the bottom. Can't be blood though, no way. And most likely it seems like it's pickled fish or something. In the afterlife, they got to eat something, and why not herring? I say.
yeah.
All right.
This is a storage chamber. You guys want to continue? Let's go into that main room with what looks like maybe a beer or a sarcophagus.
Should we tip the others, though, to see if they're all liquid?
They might need cash to spend in afterlife.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true. Maybe there are different things.
I mean, we should at least wiggle each one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Adneil, unscrew this one.
Which one?
Upper.
Upper right. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. All right, so you unscrew it, and it does not smell like fish. It kind of has that musty odor. Not that different than the rest of the place, but it's definitely not empty.
Will someone let me climb on their shoulders? I'll look in the top.
I am sturdy.
You get the torch over there. You ask for the torch, and you look down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It looks like there's some gray ash, but amongst the ash, are you going to move in there and move it around, or there's bits of bone, but there also you can see like probably the shiny of coins, or even maybe the glitter of gemologies.
It looks like there might be treasure in this one. You guys want to try to tip it over?
Or we could
Eat.
just warhammer it.
Yeah, I do.
You tip it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tip it over.
Basically, is that the idea? Yeah, and it spills out, ash and bits of bone, but also some serious treasures. So you can see it. It looks like some glass prisms come out, like a armband or like a circlet made of bronze. Lots of coin. There is a perfect whitish, cloudy white cube as well.
Cloudy white.
You gather up all the treasure.
I have another small sack if anyone would like to use it.
It may not be big enough.
I will collect what I can in my sack and backpack.
I was gonna say I have a backpack, so I can collect some of what I can in there.
Hang on a second. I'll take a look. I have two small sacks and one large sack.
Everyone roll a d6.
Yeah, there it is.
Maz, did you already roll? Did you get a 4 already? Or is that from before?
That's the one I rolled.
Oh, okay. All right. So as you guys are going, and Salim is like, and it seems familiar to the dust devils outside. Off to the edge, you can sort of see. It looks like the ash has kind of swirled, and it's starting to. You can see his turban and his feather shifts. His fine robes start to shift slightly in an uncanny, unnatural wind. And it seems to be forming into a man shape. shape. I shouldn't say man. A they shape? No, humanoid shape. What do you do?
I continue to not see it.
No, you did see it. Salim.
Oh, I do see it. Oh, Salim.
Yeah, Salim is the only one that's noticed it.
Oh, okay. I keep the low numbers keep throwing me off on this one. I jump back and screech and ah!
You've jumped on top of it. That's
Oh,
where
I jumped on top of it. Oh, then
that's where it is.
I jump back. Ah! There is a Dijin.
Ooh. No, not ooh.
My grandmother was a Dijin.
Oh.
And I point.
What's Mozok do?
Mozak is going to shoot it. I will step here.
All right, so that's
And-
initiative. Is anyone else not attacking in some way? Fleeing, doing whatever? Maybe we should just roll initiative. I don't know why I even bother with this madness. Here we go. I'll beat a 3. All right, so go ahead and fire.
Okay. Right. Normally, I would try speaking with it. Let's see.
So this must be red, not green, because it looks kind of bloody. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that hits.
Technically, it is part bone, so still in the same family.
Human remains.
So at
Human
the bottom
remains.
half of it still looks like a whirlwind, like the red tornado or something, but its upper half appears to be it's greenish colored, fangs, hairless, red, soul searching eyes, soft look, high cheekbone. No, wait a second. No, it looks kind of freakish looking, like some kind of ghoulish beast with long talons, fangs, and a grimace. Not purple though, green. All right, but that does seem to pierce, the ash that's been billowing about it, and it comes off with some ichor as the metal tipped arrow clatters off of the wall behind.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got Salim up there.
Undead.
Salim will slash at it with its scimitar.
Go ahead. Ooh, Salim's staying in the fight. Nice. Mrs. Eddie.
Can I hit with a spear from here?
Yes.
So will.
You can attack with a spear from there. Oh, he hits.
No, I can hit.
He can hit.
Oh, wow.
Roll damage. Is that Molnox, Maz?
Yes, it is.
Misses. What's Catherine doing?
Catherine would like to attempt to turn the undead.
Nice.
Not undead.
No, just roll 2d6.
Yeah.
Or I don't hit the little button for that?
Oh, yeah. You can do that. That's what it's going to do, is roll 2d6.
Okay.
7. Is that 5 hit dice? Is that what that means? Yeah. So, what's it look like when Catherine turns the undead?
So she raises both hands into the air and asks for guidance from. Hang on, I had her god's name here. I can't find it. So the god of law and light to bring
Adamar?
goodness into this undead body.
Adamar.
Nice.
And the car. It had a K in it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, and the car.
Arkin Animar, probably, right? Was it from my document or no?
Arkin, thank you. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes, it's from your document.
The symbol, the holy symbol of Arkin is
Arkin.
the winged sun. So that's awesome. But apparently, the faith of Catherine isn't strong enough to wield maybe too weak of a vessel at this moment in order to stop the creature or affect it with this holy light. That means you didn't roll high enough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that everybody? Yes.
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
All right. All right. So it moves forward. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, number 3. All right. So Salim, Adney, and Molnox need to make saving throws. 14. What's Molnox's AC?
Molnox's AC is a 6.
6. All right, so that's not good enough. All right, so it slashes down with one of its claws. All right. So basically, this bone and this grit and ash that is all around has affected all 3 of you guys. Did Salim roll 3 on his saving throw? Or you didn't roll 1? Salim, you need to make a saving throw versus a breath weapon. Failure. All right, so anyone who failed is going to have a -1 to attacks, basically because their eyes are watering and this billowing dust that's creating havoc. Molnox takes 1 point of damage. Make another saving throw. 2. All right, so Molnox stiffens, cat meows dangerously. I don't feel faster. He's paralyzed.
Oh.
All right, pick even or odd and
Even.
roll a D2 or 20 or whatever you want. Nice. So the torch does not go out.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's its turn, and now it is initiative again. I'm assuming, right? You guys won, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure TJ has won almost every time. There's no way he could possibly beat a 4. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. What does Adney do?
Adney's gonna attack.
All right. So you have a -1. Oop, that doesn't matter.
Nice.
He still hits. Salim and can attack Catherine. Do you want to try and turn again, or do you want to attack?
She's going to try one more time to turn.
Nice. All right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that.
All right. Yeah. So you can actually see the light comes flashing down on this creature, coming from nowhere, obviously, but it kind of is a soft, steady glow, and you can kind of see its skin actually smoking, and the turning whirlwind around it slows enough that Salim and Adney stab the shiitake out of it. And the dust settles, your eyes water and clear, and the creature is no more.
Very good.
All right, let's get the treasure.
Yeah. Let's see what's in there.
Seems anticlimactic. Let's just take all this shit.
No, I'm actually going to dig around and say a prayer to Mozuk's god and poke through the bones a little bit, uncertainly, with the end of the 10-foot pole.
Of the creature?
Yeah.
Like where it fell. So, the treasure that you guys were picking up, this is here, I should probably write that in here quick.
Pick up the treasure inside its body as it was swirling around.
All right, so that's what was there before. But when you do kind of pull it out, you do find a necklace of black stone.
Mhm.
Whoa.
So the stones they would almost be like hexagon in shape, and the necklace looks like it's made out of probably gold, maybe the chain.
Okay. And okay. Would you guys like to? Now we have an option here too. We don't have to clear this dungeon now. We could also try and go back with what we have, because we do have quite a bit of treasure already, and then make it back to Kalmatta and maybe do another like venture out here later as well.
With some actual
Because it's getting near the end of. Yeah, with some other people, because we're running. We need enough people to survive the journey back.
There's that.
I am concerned that we're all kind of getting encumbered with treasure.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of rations either. I need to get more arrows, more rations, and all that stuff too.
This was an ill-planned.
Yeah. No, but that
This will fund
it
further.
worked out.
This will fund further adventures into this dungeon.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do we feel like we've pushed it to the limit for now?
I think so.
All right. So
Do you guys agree with that?
he's
I
a pretty
think,
cautious guy, isn't he, Robin? Not a gambler.
Well, it's not I can be a gambler, but in this situation, it's I feel like we've got a lot of treasure, and we've got interesting things like that weird whitish cube, the necklace of black stone. Is that remarkable in any way besides what you've said?
It sounds pretty remarkable already.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if it was,
I'm
I
curious
recognized
about
any of the
the cube.
symbols or if there are any symbols on it.
Seems like there should be some kind of symbols, but they squirm in the torchlight as if they don't want to be. They try to get away from it.
Oh, you should totally just put that on, man.
You know what? The last character that I did that with ended up going crazy and running into a room full of killer.
You're not talking me out of my advice.
All right, so you guys move out of the musty chamber. The torchlight, while bright inside, still compares to nothing to the hammering sun hovering above the canyon of doors. The heat is oppressive. It's about 1 in the afternoon. You might want to stop for some snacks, maybe Kit Kat or a Snicker, getting kind of hangry. And you head up the canyon into the obsidian mounds.
All right.
So you almost have to go into that section first, and then you can go around. Oh shit! And then the GM drops his wedding ring. All right. So now what? You're gonna try and head out of here in the same route that you came.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to check to see if that flesh thing is still there?
We can.
Ah,
Yeah, so you travel for some time, and you do spot this large, pinkish, fleshy.
I'm sorry, what?
Sure. Through the foliage, you'd have to get closer.
Do you guys want to
on
look
the
This
flesh.
this sounds like a job for Adney.
for Andy, the last henchman? All right. So let's see. Do you want to go check it out?
Yeah. Go take a look at it.
All right.
What are the odds you'll lose another character?
Yeah. Well,
All right, so Adney, now being a character, has no more morale and makes his way forward. Is anyone going with Adney, or is he moving alone?
I'll go with that. I hired him.
All right.
Yeah.
So the first thing you realize is that it does seem like a large cube, 100 feet on a side, and it looks pink and made of flesh. And the face closest to you, about maybe 60 feet in the air, is a large gash, a bloody gash in the side. about 10 feet, and it kind of opens into perhaps an opening into the cube itself. On the corner of each of the cubes, on each of the cube's corners, are these fleshy tendrils that shift and move, and all around the cube. It's 30 years around this cube. It looks like all of the flora of the jungle has been killed, and it's just rotted, and nothing living is within 30 feet of it. And these worm-like, thick, with a flat, broad head on its end, kind of squirming along from the cube at each corner, pulsing with a slow life beat.
And that's as close as we need to get to that.
I would agree with that.
Whoa, whoa,
Now, the
whoa, whoa,
worm-like
whoa.
flat-headed thing, tendrils.
What's that?
The worm-like flat-headed, those are the tendrils, or are they just something that's at the bottom of the?
Oh, these are the tendrils that are leaving the corner on the ground. So they're just kind of, shifting, snaking around, trying to look for some sustenance.
Yeah, we need to go back.
What were you going to say, Patrick?
Oh, I was just, if we can get those skinless inside-out guys over here, we can just kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Maybe it's their home, and that's where all their skin is.
It is true that this is all their skin. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like something that. Yeah,
Good word.
yeah, that actually makes sense now. That
It does make sense.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
I've caught whatever
Maybe-
sickness. That all just makes sense. Yeah, of course
Yep.
it takes their
Comes
skin
full
and adds it.
Doesn't it?
Oh, God, that's
So,
disgusting.
so we'll call that the skin collector.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
Large cube,
4 fleshy
skin
tentacles. This is what was written here.
4 fleshy
tentacles reach out from the bottom 4 corners of the cube, stretching out across the barren ground, scraping along the earth and leaving furrows of dead soil and mulch. They curve towards the 4 compass points, moving slowly like worms. The tentacles grow and shrink as you watch, ranging from 20 feet to 90 feet, thickest at the corner, darkening towards the tip until that blood end is the color of clotted blood. Each is warm, wafting of rot, and beats with the faint heartbeat of the cube.
Wow.
All right. Too bad we can't stay, baby.
Yep. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Let's see. Let me.
Did you
Continue
describe
on.
it as, did you describe it as having like a gash in the side or a
Yeah.
doorway?
Yeah, there's a gash about 60 feet up in one side of the cube. So about 10 feet tall, and it kind of widens the folds of the flesh.
So this
Yeah,
could be a
totally
flesh
adorable.
dungeon of some kind.
And it will eat us whole. And,
This is probably the 3rd time that someone has approached it, and you guys have actually spent more time than anyone else has. And I was
that's
like,
awesome.
GTFO. All right, so you guys moving on?
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to take, you're going to use another day of rations. You guys will find, so what do we got here? 2. You can pretty much get back to that area of the Cyclopean stones where you first fought the skinless on the way here.
Mm.
You're going to make camp. This is like your old, this is like the old burning grounds for Sister Borgia.
We have to pay our respects.
You guys did not go
Yeah,
back and
that's-
take the cherub statue nor the other urns.
No, we did not.
All right,
No,
so
we
nothing
didn't.
happens, and just before darkness falls, you reach Cindanor. What are you guys laughing about? Is this some secret that's happening at
The cherub. The cherub.
Oh, okay. Did I
Whatever
say-
god we didn't piss off. by not taking it.
Because you had heard, what I forgot to tell you is there's like a small isthmus that runs from where Sindanor is to the jungle, and it's been said that at high tide the isthmus is underwater, and after dark the Black Guard, being the Mibishi guards that patrol the town, will not open the gates after dark. But fortunately, you return to Sindanor before before night falls completely, and the Black Guard pauses you. Hail, what treasure do you bring from the jungle and tithe to his lord Lado? Mazak the Violet can tell you that he's heard that they expect 25% of any treasure taken from the jungle, unless you give them explicit description of where the treasure was found, and then you can get by the toll for 10 with only a 10% penalty.
It's a good thing I made a map of the dungeon. Can I give him the map?
Do we want to get it?
Give it?
Well, I thought we were going for expeditions after this one.
Yeah.
So even if you don't tell them, the henchman, unless he becomes a player character, may split. So it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want me to share it, I won't. But
no, I'm open to it. I worry about us going back to it being plundered.
Yeah, well, that's always the risk. I mean, I don't want to share it, honestly. But 25% is a huge fee. I mean, if we that's a quarter of what we brought back.
That is 25%.
I mean, so do you guys want to do like is what we have more than 400? Everything that's not the gold.
You have 670 gold pieces worth of treasure.
Okay, so we could just take the treasure out of what we made in gold. That way we can keep the treasure. You know, so that we can take the quarter out of. So what is that? 600, 1,000. So that he needs 250. We can take 250 out of the 400.
And what? Just give them trinkets?
25% is 167 gold and 50 or 5 silver pieces.
Oh,
167.5 is a quarter.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So
unless Maz continues to do the math.
Well, I thought you said 600 gold in treasure, but then we have 400 gold.
No, it's 670 total in treasure.
Oh, gotcha.
All the treasure, the loot.
Gotcha. Okay. I misunderstood.
Lutaski.
So if we pay that tax, we keep all the interesting stuff? Is that what we're thinking?
Well, you can.
Yeah.
The weird items I did not give you a gold piece for. That usually means they're probably magical.
Okay. So those don't count as the 25% toll. Okay. So this is really just a way to drop our XP.
No, you get the full XP, but you just lose gold.
Yeah.
And it's just an interesting decision of what you want to do. And so, like, if you want to keep other people from exploring it, I would write it very dangerously on the journal. Do not go here.
People died.
Yeah.
Because we could give them a fake map also.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to let you guys play that one. I'm not positive.
Okay. Well, let's just give them the gold. And
you want to just give them
or 25% is my question.
Let's just give them the gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
10% or 25%?
25. I meant let's just give them without.
All right. So basically, for XP, are you guys all first level? Is Maz first level? I think he is.
Maz is first level. Okay,
so you would get 10 XP per hex figured out, and then you'd also get a portion of this. So let's see what that is. 670.
It's actually pretty successful.
Divided by. Are you playing this character, TJ?
No, he's out.
So it's really only divided by 3. So you get 224 XP, plus that would be 234 XP. Oh, and you survive, so that's 334 XP. And 178 gold, 178.67 a piece. So that's 6 silver pieces and 7 copper pieces. It's not a bad haul. So the cube is actually a cube of frost resistance.
Oh.
And it's a necklace of protection +1. So that would give you a bonus +1 to saving throws and a +1 to AC. Anyone can wear it. It stacks on armor.
Okay. So the glass prisms, are they just
That's treasure.
magical?
Nope. That
Oh,
was
that's
100,
treasure.
that was 120 gold pieces worth of treasure.
Okay. And I'm sorry, could you read the gold value again?
Nope. This is like last night.
107.
Jesus. Oh, 178.67.
Oh, 107. Sorry, I got everything else, but
Sure you did.
okay. So 107. I did. One more time. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Brasco, how many XP was that? That's a joke from last night as well. So I wrote it on I put it in the roll 20. What you guys got?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So
And my henchman lived.
Yes, you did.
Mole Knox, I told you, faster than bear.
You are. You're a brave man, Molnox. And your little friend. I'll give his little friend a piece of ration.
My little friend. All right, so Adney survived as well, correct?
Correct.
So don't forget to pay whatever money you offered them. For that.
Oh, yeah. That was 5 per day, right?
Yep. So that's 5. Was that 3 days?
That was only 2 days. We stayed in one night.
2
Went
days.
over.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 days. You're right, 3 days.
Oh.
I'll give you 3 days.
Oh, yeah, because we stayed over again on the way back.
Yeah.
I'll save you guys 30 gold pieces.
Botula had 13 gold that can go to pay.
There you go. Just use that gold to pay most of them.
Oh, nice.
I like the picture that you chose, Tim. I like all these pictures, actually. That's a cool picture for Catherine as well.
Yeah.
That's an old one.
That is one you drew. I couldn't tell because that does not look like your normal artist work or your art work.
That's because the stuff I do for Patreon is like sketchy stuff. It's really fast, and this was all part of a big book project I worked on for a while.
Nice. All right, so the last thing that we normally do, we get back to some of the procedures, and there is the option to carouse, which basically is a procedural procedure. That's not the way to say it. Seemed a little redundant. Anyway, what you do is if you choose to, you would say how I want to carouse, which means which table do you want to carouse on. There's one for each of the 4 classes plus a down low carousal table, which is less dangerous. And you would choose how much money you want to carouse with. It can range from as much as if you carouse as a wizard, you might be able to become an apprentice to one of the wizards in town. You could summon something bad and then have a situation. You could be robbed. You could anger someone. In this game, since there's not a ton of background on the characters, the actual story of the individual characters often come from what you do in play, of course, and also what the carousing tables tell you. So you have to kind of accept whatever they do, even if you're like, oh, my character would never start a fire. Well, for whatever reason, they got drunk and did it. So that's what the carousing means. And so then you just have to add that to the story of the character. So this is what we mean when we say emergent storytelling, people. So does anyone want to carouse?
Salim would like to carouse.
Would you like to carouse as a thief?
Yes, I would.
Nice. So it can be dangerous. I'm going to tell you right now. The rewards can be wonderful, and the penalties can be bad.
Just
So
like
how much
life.
are you going to carouse?
180 gold.
180 gold pieces. So roll a d30.
Anytime now.
Did it pop?
Yeah.
22.
22. That's pretty good. It's usually the lower numbers are worse. So. Here we go. Rogue's Reward. Profit. Through a series of burglaries, cut purses, and various swindles, you have scratched together a bit of gold. Roll a d10.
Ooh.
You get a 10?
I got 10.
All right,
Nice.
so you regain 100 gold pieces back, but you still get 180 XP for the gold.
Whoa. Nice.
Excellent. Salim the Lucky.
I like this guy.
Would anyone else like to carouse?
Catherine would like to carouse as well.
Would you like to carouse as a cleric, which often means, you know, you're basically proselytizing along the Plaza of Gods?
Yes.
Nice. How much would you like to carouse for?
50.
50 gold. Okay, so I will warn you that 50 gold may not be worth what could happen to you. Like you could be denounced for heresy, or divine wrath could be put upon you for something that you did. But for 50 gold, you could also like get a henchman who wants to follow your religion. So you can get some good stuff too. I just want to make sure that you recognize what the risks could be, or what the stakes are that we're playing for here
Had 178 gold.
in
So
this
if you-
completely made up game.
Yeah.
So roll a d30 if you want to do it still for 50 GP.
All right, I am going to do that.
She's like, I'm never playing this again. I hope something crazy happens.
The rest of us thank you for that.
How'd you find it?
So
No?
/r space 1d30.
Yeah. So /r space 1d30.
25. This is going to be good. Funny. So your time spent proselytizing on the Plaza of Priesthood, or the Street of Gods, has strengthened your faith. You get 50 XP. Nice. This is a really good roll, actually. So you get your 50 XP, and if you want to do any further treasure, your donation was very happily received, and you get 2 XP per gold piece.
How many of there are? There were 3 of us, so we'd each get 4 of those glass prisms.
No, you sold them.
Oh, did we sold it? Okay, I didn't know if that was okay.
Yeah, that's part of the treasure that you got. So, Catherine, do you want to use any more gold for any more XP?
Yes. I am going to put 20 gold donation for, was that another 40 XP then?
Yep, you get 40 more XP. And what alignment are you?
I am lawful.
Lawful. All right, so even or odd?
Even.
Even. Okay, so with even, you can actually now lay on hands for 1 hit point per level per day, modified by your wisdom.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
beyond curing, you also can lay on hands. So what's your wisdom bonus? Do you have one or no?
+1.
No. Do I have one? I didn't think I rolled high enough for a wisdom bonus.
Yeah, you
Oh,
need
you had a-
13 or higher.
Yeah, I have 11.
Okay,
Oh,
11.
you had
no.
11.
So you can still do lay on hands for 1 hit point per level per day.
What do you? I think. Those are the conic charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
also, that's not all. You also got some other stuff. You did find a devoted companion.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ooh.
so there's someone out there is
Wow, good job.
See? The one good roll all night.
It's a pretty successful trip.
Yeah.
So I'll write that up and I'll put it in the Discord and let you know what's going on. Or you could if you wanted to. It's basically going to be a 0-level henchman, and they are going to get 3 sessions before they would become a first level. You could decide whatever they become. Probably a cleric, and their morale would be a +4 as long as you're around them, and would receive 1/3 of your XP if you ever take them with you.
All right.
Awesome. Would anyone else? Justin,
Really
you got
awesome.
it for us?
Yeah, I'll do 100 gold.
Awesome. The odds are with us. So this one's going to be bad. Are you going to carouse like Conan or in this game, Tagus? Basically,
Yes.
speaking. Is that how the halfling does it, Maz? All right, roll a d30.
All right, so D30. I'm doing, and let's see here. So /R 1D30. Yep.
I knew it. Brom, brom, brom. All right. How much did you do?
100.
Oh, nice.
I meant to do the warrior. Is it the
Third,
Yeah,
third
this
character.
is the warrior one. So you basically did some epic gambling, and it was epic losses. So you lose all of your coin and non-magical treasure, like your silverite, all that stuff. You are gone. Like the bowls you sold, all that stuff is gone. But you keep your equipment and armor, and you also get 1 XP. So you get 100 XP for the stuff that you caroused with, and you get an XP for all of the gold that you lost as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I had 5 silverite nuggets.
So roll a d6 or roll a d3, either one. What'd you get? A 4? So that was middle. So they each were 2. So that would be 10 XP there.
Okay.
Do you have anything else of value that isn't magical?
I think everything else was magical.
All right. Did you have any other gold?
I had 163.
All right. So that's all gone as well. So you got 273 gold pieces, or 273 XP for all your.
Oh, and I have silver too. I have silver and 6 silver and 7 copper.
Yeah, that's all gone, but it doesn't equal any XP. So you have, wait, I should say you have 0.67 XP from that, which means
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah. 270, man.
Awesome. So cool.
That's awesome.
There you got to see some fun
Yeah.
carousing. Thank you for that. It's always a joy to pull those out. And now this is the part where we're wrapping up the game, and everyone can pimp something or say something about the game or talk about whatever they want. So why don't you show them how it's done, Justin?
Okay. Yeah, it was really
You
good
can
to
turn
play
off
with
the
you guys.
map too. You can turn off the map if you want to talk to the
Okay, yeah, let's get that down. Screen share down. Right? Is it
You're
down?
still sharing it. No, there you go. No, you're still sharing me.
Still sharing? There we go. That should do it. And there we go. Yeah, so it was really good playing with you guys. That was a lot of fun and very successful, despite my massive loss. And I'm doing work for Broadsword Magazine, and if you guys ever want to check that out, that's a bunch of old school stuff for 5th edition. Go to www.broadswordmagazine.com. They are accepting submissions for art and for adventures. It's a monthly magazine like Dungeon. So if you guys are interested in that, or anybody out there is keen on something like that, you can submit to the link. That website will give you the information you need.
Man, it sounds like you need a canyon of doors in that thing.
I know, I'm telling you.
Awesome. Patrick.
I really don't have anything to pimp. Be excellent to each other. It was good playing with you guys. See you guys next time.
Looks
Right
like
on.
you got some awesome OSR patches on there.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Thaddeus. Nice.
There you go, patches. There's someone pimping your patches. Here's another one.
Nice.
Sweet. So, Robin?
I just want to say thanks a lot for letting me play tonight. I had a blast with everybody, and it was a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun with you. I hope you enjoyed it, and this was a good group. Maybe you guys kept me a little honest today, and I wasn't as horrible with all the entendres that I can normally drop in a game, but pretty much. So
Yeah, we were good.
TJ.
I had fun. Biggest disappointment was we, didn't set the record on deaths, but we'll get them next time.
Yeah, next time.
We'll get them next time. I would like to thank you guys for playing. It was awesome. Thanks everyone for joining us all on this little trip through Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood. It was it ranked up there. It's too bad we couldn't get the flyby Aaron Coleman on the channel. Because that was pretty funny, but I did enjoy. Thank you guys for going close enough so I could do the flesh box description. I haven't gotten to do that since like Gamehole or Gary Con a year and a half ago or something. So that was fun, and getting my skinless creatures in, that was also a true pleasure and joy. Yeah, you guys were great. It was great, fun game. Love Kalmatta. Any last words or thumbs up if you're ready to go, everyone? I can see your thumb already, Robin. All right, y'all. Better to burn out than to fade away. I forgot how to turn it off.